There we go. For once, I forget to turn my microphone back on. Wait, fuck. I wanna make sure this works. Okay, hold on. Wait. I'll be right back. Shut up. I'll be right back. Never mind. Never fucking mind. Too late. Okay. If anyone is actively in the chat, will you make sure to tell me if you can't hear something? Okay. All right, starting off. Asmongold gets banned. Probably for a day, but I'm curious.
Asmongold has been banned from Twitch again. This is not the first time, nor will it be the last time that he will be banned from Twitch. Now, there have been some rumors. I'm here to tell you why he may have been banned. Right before the ban, he made a video talking about blanking immigrant children.
Sorry. He's just so chaotic. I can't not laugh. It's just such a jackass. Hey, Monty.
Are shooting them. I guess I can use the term shooting because if I use...
People talk about... This is what Asmongold recently said. It's just like, for fuck's sake. He mentioned blanking immigrant children. I don't think it's funny, but he's ridiculous.
Blanking, you might assume it's something else. So Asmongold made a video where he suggested that a way to stop illegal immigration. I specifically think he was talking about Spain, the situation that is in Spain. You can go ahead and Google it. Was shooting illegal immigrants, including children and women. Now, I'm positive he has been banned. A lot of people have said in the comment section he's not actually banned. That is false. It looks like he's being banned for a week or 7 days.
If he's not banned for that. I mean, is there worse things that you could say on Twitch? Like, come on.
Is a nice vacation, if you will. It will come back to even more viewership, more donations, and even more money than ever before.
Which is why he says shit like that. He says flagrant shit for this kind of reaction content. It's all part of the game. I genuinely don't think people who say this kind of thing, like I don't think he really believes that. He's just soulless enough to say it to get the proper attention. He's just very comfortable selling himself out to the most evil mindsets that can possibly exist.
Because that is exactly how
I actually think the dude's interesting. Like, I think he is a genuine sociopath. In my opinion. I think because there was that, didn't he do something where he was describing when he was a kid and he started to figure out that he doesn't quite think or have the emotional reactivity that other people do? I do think clinically he's possibly a sociopath. So sometimes I just think he's fucking interesting. But obviously saying that shit is wrong and it's stupid, but we all know what he's doing. Like, it's just so chaotic. And it's like watching Trump, you know? And the shit he says. Like, it would be funny if it wasn't real. But then sometimes it is just kind of funny. You gotta laugh at it.
Twitch model works, right? So there is a consensus almost. Now,
but these people actually have people who listen to them and get incited by comments like that and commit their own violence. So that's where it gets iffy. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to not be scared of where the world is today. Okay, all right.
There
Let me
are other
laugh.
things he's been saying, anti-Muslim related things, anti-women. It is just your average, typical day for Asmongold. So Asmongold, the Twitch actually does not tell you why somebody's been banned or anybody's been banned. So it's not just Asmongold. They will not tell you why they banned somebody, which I think is very pathetic. But Twitch itself, I don't watch Twitch. I don't suggest
They're not
you guys
exactly
watch Twitch.
ethically
No one
astute, I don't
would
think.
want to watch is on Twitch, and
But I don't know
for
where
me
anyone
personally-
would expect them to be.
so the channel cannot stream at this time due to a violation of Twitch's community guidelines. See more for community guidelines, but it doesn't actually tell you what the community guidelines are.
Well, what else would it? I mean, he says shit like this every day, so I guess it actually could be anything. One would think that, oh, you can't get more flagrant than that, but he says shit like that every day, so yeah, who fucking
3-week
knows?
vacation. Yep.
3
these
weeks?
suspensions don't mean anything. They
Or
just
3
come
days.
back
3
like
day
nothing
weekend.
ever happened and continue
Or is this just
doing
people
these
spitballing? They don't actually know. So he's just banned for the weekend. Okay.
same thing.
Yeah, again,
They
not
might
surprising.
ban him for up to 30 days. Then
Oh.
his fans will do what about isms. I believe the ban is
Yeah.
7 days. If I'm correct about that, if I'm incorrect about that, let me know in the comments. This just
What a
happened,
harsh
so there
spanking.
are inconsistencies in reporting. This was a while ago, 14 hours ago. Asmon says women are biologically predisposed to use force as the ultimate form of morality. They've
Huh?
been evolutionarily
Biologically predisposed to use force as the ultimate form of morality. What does that even mean? That doesn't make sense. To use force of what?
bred to do this. Now, that's one of his recent comments.
That doesn't make sense.
This could be a
What does
reason
that
that
fucking
he
mean?
received the ban, even though it's not as bad as his
I want to know what
most
that
recent
fucking
comments.
means.
When tyranny is renamed empathy.
It's tyranny. God, Lus. Science is renamed virtue. Woman adopt it first and weak men follow. When tyranny is renamed empathy, again, no idea what that means. And compliance is renamed virtue. Okay, I guess I kind of understand that. Women adopt it first and weak men follow. Men subsidize the state provides for women. So men now fund through bureaucracy the families they were told they had no business leading directly. So is he saying, like, through women's passive roles, they actually rule the system because men have to follow it? So women's empathetic virtues are in itself a kind of tyranny because their passive roles actually paradoxically rule men. I need a fucking map for that one. I don't even know if I interpreted that right.
Compliance is renamed
You guys
virtue.
are already unhappy, okay?
Women
Just
adopt it
give me a
first
second.
and weak men follow. This is the, if you ever watched Asmongold, he says some really crazy stuff that is only really meant to appeal to single males without wife or children. The immigrant stuff.
He's just got to get more flagrant the more he goes. I mean, Hasan does the same thing on the other end of the spectrum, right? I mean, it's like, I think internet drama, it's like porn. You got to keep getting weirder with it to keep wanting to tune in, because you just get fucking desensitized, you know? It's porn. It's porn. You just got to keep getting weirder with it, or it's not fun anymore.
The illegal immigrant stuff, I would never shoot a child, no matter what.
Thank you. That's that's good to know.
This is just not fair to the child. I have a 2-year-old. It's actually her birthday today, and I just kind of think about all the.
Loss, I don't think you had to announce that. but thank you. It's good to know that you wouldn't shoot a child. and that you have a child, and this has given you more reason to not like such comments. We assumed you seem like a decent guy, but thank you.
Violence that's happening, and it does make me very sad. It makes me sad. Here's Hasan Abi.
Maybe I'm just cold because I
famous. I don't even know if I can say his name. Fucking banned. There's so many interesting things you cannot say on YouTube.
These guys are fucking clowns. It's just like the Trump. Yeah, like I said, like the Trump antics lately. Like I'm just laughing at it at this point, like, because I've just become like, it's like a state of ennui where it's like, just like, oh, here we fucking go again. Like, when do you just stop reacting to all of the lousy bullshit coming from people like this? Like, how much longer can we be upset? And that isn't a good thing. That isn't a good thing to get used to this kind of horse shit. It's like, remember that South Park episode that was like a couple years old where on school shootings, like Sharon's she hears that it just happened, she's like freaking out. She's like, oh my fucking god, there was another shooting. What is happening? Everyone's like, are you on your period? Like, you're kind of losing it right now. You're a little hysterical. And she's like, why are you guys freaking out? But she's right. We should be freaking out. We should be reacting to this, but then reacting strongly to stuff like this gives them another boost, and so you can't win. You can't win with these kind of people. They always come out on top. So it's exhausting.
Even if you're saying it for historical context, here's Dubbinz Hasan, right? I mean, again, they do not like Asmongold. I get it. That makes sense to me. Asmongold probably
kind of on their side on that one. Not the biggest fan of that group, but that's fair.
Does not like Hasan very much, or Dubbinz. So, what is there to say about Asmongold?
Let's say denims. He chooses the oddest words to mispronounce. Okay.
Asmongold, he really does push the boundaries of freedom of speech. So when you talk about freedom of speech, oh, here's another guy. So again, then everyone started posting it. So I'm just showing you that they're posting. I think it is a good thing sometimes, but I really, I read a...
Nothing can be that black and white. And there's a paradox in the context of free speech, where the most hateful is always the loudest, so they're going to come on top and suffocate other voices anyway in order to be heard. So freedom of speech in itself is a paradox. It doesn't work black and white. It can't ever be that simple. So there has to be a gray area to actually maintain some form of freedom in speech.
I thought it was like a movie or a book, and it was about Charles Darwin evolution and whether or not a school teacher could teach it. And the guy who was representing him was a very famous Christian lawyer. And he said, even if I don't believe what you say, even if I hate what you say, I will defend it, because you have the right to say what you say. I will defend. So let me try and figure out. I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say. Actually, it was Voltaire who originally...
Where are we going into philosophy? I mean, I guess I just did it, so I guess I understand why he went down that rarat hole, because I just literally did the same thing.
So Voltaire's defense of free speech, which I agree with. I'm an immigrant myself, not illegal. I have a U.S. passport. My wife,
you're a lawyer. I figured
both U.S. citizens.
You're practicing lawyer.
My daughter
previously,
and I'm an immigration attorney. So I've been practicing immigration.
Oh, that's his field. I think that's the first I've heard. I've wondered what kind of lawyer he is. Like, what's his niche? That's the first time I learned that. He's an immigration attorney. Oh, fuck. He's probably got a lot of thoughts with the status quo right now.
Since
I'd actually be interested to watch him do like a video essay with his current thoughts. I know he sprinkles them here and there when he's covering stuff, but I wouldn't mind listening to this guy just sitting down and talking about it.
The days of law school, but even beyond that. So not as a lawyer in law school, of course, but later on as my first job out outside law school was at an immigration law firm here in Houston, Texas. So I have very strong feelings about legal versus illegal immigration. Obviously, lawyers get paid mostly for legal immigration. I worked with many doctors and nurses, which are definitely nurses, especially high demand, low supply in the U.S. Probably the easiest way to get
That's why travel nurses make fucking bank, dude.
a visa, H-1B visa, which is a work visa, is having a nurse certification from somewhere in the Caribbean or South America.
Oh, so you don't even have to be a registered nurse. You just certificate like a CNA or something. There's a difference between a certificate and a degree, obviously.
Or in generally any country, really, nurses are always in need. Doctors as well, especially award-winning doctors. So my perspective on immigration is very different than Asmongold's because I am an immigration attorney.
You have a brain.
Asmongold is
he's that guy. Asmongold's this guy. This is his qualifications. Is this? Oh, a little tech toad in the corner, his little butt boy.
And I put this in very nice terms. He said some pretty. This is our good friend Tectone, of course, who supports Asmongold.
Charming,
Tectone,
charming man.
Legal mindset.
Charming, convicted rapist. I think it's don't sue me, Tectone, but he was found guilty in civil court at least. So pretty fun gang we got here.
That is in their crew, right? It's kind of a interesting group of individuals, to be frank with you.
That's what I'm saying. They're fascinating. Like, these guys are poison, but they're fucking fascinating. They are characters. Especially because I think it's very obvious that they're a bunch of grifters and that they don't know what they're talking about or sincerely care about anything they're talking about. They just like, it's verbal diarrhea. They just come up with the most hateful and most right-wing possible propaganda that they just vomit diarrhea all over their computer, and people love it. The lowest common denominator, the stupidest people on the internet love these guys, despite the fact that they're saying nothing but hateful propaganda and vitriol. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. And it's very obvious when you listen to them that they're saying nothing. And I criticize Hasan for doing the same thing. He just spews propaganda. And when you really listen to what he's saying, there's nothing there. There's no substance or actual genuine ideology between what he's underneath what he spews. And these guys are the other side of the coin. They're worse than Hasan. I will fully acknowledge that these guys are worse than Hasan. Hasan, he says some very hateful things. There are a lot more, his stuff that he does it's a lot more insidious and subtle. But these guys, it's just got the subtlety of a fucking sledgehammer. So they are very, very much more harmful. But it's all fucking grift. They're just staying relevant. And what these guys have to do to stay relevant, they have to just lie in a fetal position and cry themselves to sleep at night after, like, viciously masturbating. These guys are so pathetic, but they are gods to certain people, and it is fascinating in its own way.
That being said, even though Asmongold had said some really vile stuff, some of it, which is, I would classify it as hate speech. It is,
and I do think Asmongold is the smarter of the smarter one of this crew. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. Tectone is just desperate and here for the ride. Tectone is an actual fucking moron. I don't think Asmongold is stupid. Unfortunately, I think he is an unfeeling, sociopathic motherfucker that is willing to say anything to stay relevant and keep that check-in coming, no matter what kind of violence it may incite. He doesn't care. But he knows what he's doing. And Tectone is just his little bitch that piggybacks off of it.
good, I think, as a society, not to have too many Asmongolds, but like to push speech to the limit and see where that line is. And I believe Asmongold serves that purpose pretty well.
Yeah.
The things that he says, the
trademark.
things that
and he's doing that.
I mean,
he knows
it
what he's
is
doing.
Shooting women and children.
I think it would be better if Asmongold was dumber, to be honest.
It's certainly one way to express yourself in America. Like I said, I hate that. I hate whenever people say that, shooting children. It just does. I think of all the violence and in schools. I think of all the violence just out there. You know, I live in the 12th most dangerous city in America, according to the FBI. The 12th, 1-2 most dangerous city in all of America is where I live. And that type of violence is actually, it has real life consequences for where I live. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Yeah, especially
below.
in the middle of a heat
guys.
wave. Thank you, Les. Love you. I do. I really like Les. I don't know him. I wasn't trying to be creepy. I think he's a cool guy. I like his. No! There's no way. There's no way. There's already someone attacking me right now, and I already forgot to make a fucking fort. God damn it. Every time in this map, I forget something, and then it's always a local uprising, or the gods attack me. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, I'm going to restart. I'm restarting the map. I don't care. I'm restarting the map. I'm going to restart the map. Big freaking deal. Autumn Leaves. I've seen you a few times. Thank you for subscribing for that comment. If you were actually listening to me, it was very obvious that I was saying Hasan doesn't come near to who these guys fucking are. Like, I literally said that out loud. But thank you for contributing. Okay, what's the next one? All right. Asmongold's band. Oh, no. All right. Ethan Klein never dropped a lawsuit. Did he? Did he not? I just discovered all this shit. Okay. Okay, we're doing another loss. Ethan lied to everyone. Is taking items to court? Yeah. Okay.
Ian
I did said in one of his streams that Ethan did not drop the lawsuit. Nicholas Urio has his own theories on this. I'm going to watch a little bit of his stuff, but yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. If Ethan did all this just to... Ethan's turned villain, man, if this is true, but we'll see what people are saying right now. I know, Venus, goddammit. Okay, I'm restarting the map.
Hey guys, so out of nowhere, it looks like Ian is still being sued by Ethan Klein.
So here is the news. Here's the important news. Number one, Ethan Klein has not dropped the lawsuit.
Now, upon initial assessment as to the apology, and then what acceptance of the apology, and even beyond that, the fact that Ethan Klein did drop his defamation lawsuit against Noah Samson, who didn't say as nice things and did not apologize in the least bit. If anything, Noah Samson doubled down. I assumed that what he did for Noah Samson, essentially just dropping the lawsuit.
Autumn, please fuck off. What are you doing? Why did you subscribe to my channel? I've seen your comments. You hate everything about it. Why are you here, Sweet Pea?
Was what he was going to do for
and I don't
Ian
see
or iDubbbz.
Anything about Les's compromise. He seems pretty objective.
And Ian says the lawsuit has not been
dropped.
Degree. Confirms court dates, deadline have been set.
Ethan then
responds and says the lawsuit is stuck in settlement negotiations. I did not think they were doing settlement negotiations. I thought the structure would be more similar to Noah, where you just simply drop the lawsuit and that's that. Ethan says Ian and Anissa do not...
My one condition for totally dropping is so laughably small and easy that you will realize that I and Anissa are just doing this for attention. I'm going to respect the Canadian legal system and not talk about the ongoing negotiations. But if you knew what I asked for you, you would laugh at how silly it is. The truth is we already signed an agreement which they have reneged on and are trying to pull a fast one. So this hearing is for a judge to decide if they upheld their side of the agreement. So, okay, I want Les to explain this. I mean, apparently, legally, I mean, I don't know how it works if you're talking to Canadians, but and how that back and forth works between the two different legal systems. But I thought if you just could drop a lawsuit, you could just drop a lawsuit. I didn't know a judge has to actually oversee if you could drop that lawsuit. So that's, I mean, if that's a thing, I don't fucking know.
Uphold an agreement they already signed, resulting in the lawsuit continuing for the time being.
No, I heard all comments that I think are funny. Have you seen the comments on my videos? I also heard a comment saying that, like, I should get murdered and that I'm a closeted trans person. Like, it's just me not giving a shit. Thinks it's funny.
Now, there are options to drop the claim in the Canadian court. Notice of withdrawal. Plaintiff can file this to notify the court that a settlement mediation took place, and it will be handled as such. Notice of discontinuance. Plaintiffs can file this to notify the court they are dropping the claim against the defendant, but plaintiff may be responsible for defendant's attorney fees. iDubbbz lawsuit, my one condition for totally dropping it, so laughably small and easy for you, will realize that Ian and Anissa are just doing this for attention. I'm going to respect the Canadian legal system and not talk about ongoing negotiations, but if you knew what I asked for you would laugh at how silly it is. The truth is we already signed an agreement which they have reneged on and are trying to pull a fast one, so this hearing is for a judge to decide if they held their
I hope that's true.
Their side of their agreement. They didn't.
My guess is that I don't think that iDubbbz is lying when he made that video saying that Ethan never dropped the lawsuit. I legit just don't think iDubbbz understands what's going on. I think the guy's just a little bit lost. I think he's gotten a few notices in the mail that says, like, hey, you have to come to this court date, blah, blah, blah. And to him, that means that this is still active. This is still a thing. Not that this is just part of the concluding process or something. Because it sounds like to this is just maybe, hopefully, the concluding process of the lawsuit. And that Ethan is dropping it. A judge has to just oversee its end or some shit like that. I hope that's what it is. I wonder if iDubbbz has said anything since then.
Now, the counter is Ian and Anissa doing this for more attention to help Ian's streamer career that's not going so well? Are they the ones drawing this out? Ethan's response to it was pretty interesting as well. He says that there is something small or that they didn't uphold the agreement they already signed, resulting in, so it looks like they already signed the agreement and they simply didn't uphold it, and that's why he's pursuing a court date.
We wanted to read some of the general reception around this.
Oh. So they missed just some kind of fucking signature that they needed to do to... The internet authorized, and now you got caught scamming manipulative behavior. What is going on? So he did it!
News. Tipster says, negotiating the terms of settlement is not dropping the lawsuit. You like to get the internet off your ass, and now you got caught. Scummy, manipulative behavior. I'm really glad we got Tipster's take on this. I know everyone was holding their breath to hear what her thoughts are. And we're still missing some information, but I see how this looks scummy to people on the internet who just think the lawsuit disappears when you ask your lawyer to drop the lawsuit. Now we have the H3 Reddit replying to Ethan's story, speculating and discussing what Ethan's small condition could be, with the top comment suggesting it was Anissa who was the one who threw a wrench in backing out on any agreements.
I would believe that Anissa would just throw in some bullshit to keep the drama up. I don't think iDubbbz would. I think iDubbbz is genuinely confused, but I would not be surprised if Anissa is just trying to... If Ethan really did drop the lawsuit, and this is just like the final parts of it, then Anissa would just want to keep ramping up the victim story. Unless it's the other side, and Ethan really is pulling a fast one, which would be fucking evil. I don't know, but let's see.
And over on Leftovers, the comments are also speculating on what the disagreement could be. This user thinks Ian's apology was perceived as inadequate, or Ethan will be demanding the content cop be taken down as part of the apology. So it looks like everyone on both sides is looking forward to see what this missing piece of information is. So let us know what you think it is in the comments. Also, another story was posted on Ethan's Instagram after Tony recorded this video. But essentially it's saying that Ethan has signed to an agreement to drop the lawsuit, and is saying that this agreement is over a matter not involving money or an additional apology. So maybe we'll see what this is.
Then what is it about then? What's the agreement about? We have signed an agreement with They completely reneged. Okay, so they didn't. So it's waiting on a judge's decision? Oh, no. Being intentionally vague to make people think it's still going when it's basically already over. But they already signed and it's over, a matter that is for the good sake of everyone involved. It's not an apology or demand for money or anything. It's one tiny thing that they already signed and agreed to. What's the tiny thing? I want to know what the tiny thing is.
In the coming days. Now back to Tony.
I will say I don't like this lawsuit. I never really so I know that Ethan can win this lawsuit. It's clear he can win the lawsuit. Now there seems to be a breach of contract. Whatever Anissa or Ian said might have breached the contract or something they did. I don't have.
Okay. Then they're very, very dumb. I think IDubbbz is just dumb. I think Anissa is probably being a little manipulative if what Ethan says is true. But I think IDubbbz just is confused.
Access to the contract, so I couldn't tell you what it was. I just don't.
Yeah, I want to know what the thing is.
Defamation lawsuits. Recently, CoffeeZilla and Logan Paul settled. It rarely ever goes to trial. It's just so hard to prove.
They settled? I want to know what that fucking settlement was, dude. Logan Paul is like the epitome of fucking rich boy evil.
It's so hard to prove like what somebody's thinking. Malice, right? Even after I think a year or two, Logan Paul still couldn't prove the very basics of malice. I hope that we can live in a society where we don't have to double down all the time because we're afraid of being sued to oblivion.
Yeah, I think like 3 times I've said, this is in my opinion.
And we can just...
It's fucking YouTube, man. Like, I want to be a dick.
Honestly say, you know what, my bad, I made a mistake, here's my genuine apology. And then somebody else can accept it. We don't want to involve lawyers, we don't want to involve judges, we don't want to have lawyers charging hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know, I look at these defamation cases and I just see a waste of money. I see a waste of money 99% of the time. Anyway, let me know if you guys agree or disagree.
And also Ethan's having some spiteful fun. It's also just pure spite.
Me in the comment section. So on this particular issue at this particular time, given all the facts that have come out, I would wish that Ethan would just simply drop it. Whatever the breach of contract is, if it's a small thing, just drop it.
Thank you to our
I want to know what that fucking... Okay, so it's all hinging on a breach of contract. So it's all depending on them agreeing to this one additional thing that apparently they already signed off on or some shit. I want to know what the thing is. I want to know that. That would be cool. I gotta get my bearings here. I gotta make sure they got my fucking... Ugh! I have these things when I'm starting to build the cities. I need it evenly spaced in between, or it really fucking freaks me out. So I'm just needing a second to map this out. Fuck! I forgot them! Okay, alright. I need a doctor. Haven't built any food yet. That's an issue. And then I need to build a fort. I know, guys. Fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna build a fort. I'm building a fort. When did the first... Was it up here? Okay. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And already I ran out of money? How the fuck did that happen? Okay. Rebuild. Winery. Farm. Okay. Then iron mine. So I have some weapons. Then need to build a barracks, a train, my dudes. Get the road crooked. That's gonna freak me out, so I need to redo that again because I'm crazy. No, I want it on the other side. See, this is why I run out of money so fast, because I keep redoing everything because I'm fucking nuts. I just need to even this out. Make everything clean. Clean. Okay. Okay. Food. Doctor. Prefecture's engineer's post. I have my gods taken care of. I built a fort. I built my weapons stuff. Built a barracks. Okay, all right.
Members: Floppy, Serotonin, Thick Like a Brick, Monkey.
The fuck is this? It's typically the accusers of TDS, HDS that are afflicted. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Monty. I have no idea what those acronyms stand for. Sweetness. Okay. Let's watch Internet Versus, see what they're saying. And
It
then we'll
hurts
watch.
him. I don't even.
Let's see what Dickers said.
Over the weekend, a scuffle happened between iDubbbz and Ethan
All right,
Klein,
Internet
where
Versus.
Ian accused Ethan of not actually dropping the lawsuit against him, despite Ethan promising to do so if Ian gave him a genuine apology. Ian claimed that there is now an upcoming court date, with EDSA also jumping to Twitter to say that these steps are costing them money, and that Ethan wasn't honest in his claim that the lawsuit would be dropped entirely. Ethan went to Instagram to respond, saying that Ian is
God. I think EDSA might be totally fucking them over if they really just have to do that one last thing. Hasan derangement syndrome. Oh, I need to get with the times.
misunderstanding the process of settling the lawsuits.
Girls, don't fight, okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. These are people we don't know. And they're probably all assholes in the end. We're all deranged in some way.
And that they're just reneging a specific situation that Ian already signed an agreement about, causing a bunch of back and forth between himself and EDSA on Twitter. But there's lots to get into, so let's just jump in. Welcome.
Wait,
to
what's
the internet.
the T? What's TDS? Who does that stand for? What? Who's T? Not Tectone. Ta.
Versus
Who's T?
the iDubbbz lawsuit revival. It starts when Yeet posted this clip with the caption, iDubbbz reveals Ethan Klein has not dropped his lawsuit against him.
Number one, Ethan Klein has
I forgot to make a market. That was my
not
last
dropped
thing.
the lawsuit. Number two, we've been
Oh, Trump. I'm fucking retarded. Yeah, there's no such thing as Trump derangement syndrome. I'm sorry, but I can't get with you on that one. There is no way in the world. If there is a Trump derangement syndrome, there is the derangement that you don't see the problem with Trump. Like, Monty, my love. Like, it's the other end. If you could actually watch the shit that man is doing, and you think it's cool and totally normal, I think that's it. I think that's the derangement. I can't back you up on that one.
Actively dealing with it for the past.
Do I like Hasan? Fuck no. Does not mean in any way, that means I'm a fucking Trump supporter, dude. There's a lot of wiggle room between those two sides, okay?
Last couple of months. Number 3, I'm bringing it up now.
In general, I lean left. I think Hasan is just way too left and is fucking a communist propagandist and nuts. And Trump is obviously on the other side, way too right. And I do think he's worse. Just, I don't like crazy extremists. Can we just leave it at that? I don't like crazy extremists that make people go batshit crazy. I didn't hear the Arsler. Retarded?
Now, because now we have court dates, basically. And so, you know, it's becoming a lot more real. I'm not particularly surprised, but I am disappointed. There really isn't much else I can say about the matter right now because, you know.
I really hope he's just confused. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just confused. I think iDubbbz is in general kind of lost.
No.
So
It's
hopefully
legal.
that's what this is too.
It's legal, so I'm not going to be answering any questions in chat related to it.
And Super Nintendo Chalmers replies, maybe Ethan will let iDubbbz try that genuine apology over again, but this time without calling him a bully and going on about how much he hate him. Big Bungie quotes the clip by saying, iDubbbz.
See, that's the problem. Maybe Ethan will let iDubbbz try that genuine apology over again, this time without calling him a bully and going on how much he hate him. iDubbbz has every right to say that about Ethan. He was apologizing for that sick shit that was posted about his kids. He has every right to have an opinion that Ethan's a fucking bully. So, no, I wouldn't agree with that at all, that he's, like, owed Ethan that. I thought it's, like, I think iDubbbz is a moron, and I think he's, like, a spineless little bitch. Little dweeb. But, his apology was fine. I actually thought it took a lot of dignity, because he was like, I shouldn't have said that about Ethan's kids. That was gross. I shouldn't have hopped on that fucking wagon. But I don't like Ethan, and I'm not going to say I like Ethan. I thought his apology was actually really good.
And without calling him a bully and going on about how much he hate him. Big Bungie quotes the clip by saying, iDubbbz has miraculously been given a second chance to fight.
Autumn Leaves, you're a Hasan supporter? I would have never thought. What a
the lawsuit
surprise.
and save his career.
God damn it!
Dr.
Kill him,
Daka
kill him,
quotes
kill him,
the clip
kill
by
him, kill him,
saying,
kill him.
all he has to do is return to the US, but he's too woke and poor to do it. Monkey Bean says, I don't believe anything Ian says
Damn
because
it.
he's incredibly stupid and a liar.
Okay, you guys... You guys stop distracting me. I gotta replay. Okay, I'm replaying the map one more time. Because now I have to. Alright. Alright, okay. Girls, stop fighting. And I'm gonna replay this map. And we're all gonna have a good time together despite our differences. Okay? Alright, my sweet, precious baby birds. Okay, okay, okay.
So, Hasanabi Productions fan account also posts about
I don't support Destiny. I do not even think I've sat down and watched a single stream or video of Destiny. Yeah, Destiny made the comment and iDubbbz, like, was just like, I'm gonna just put this, and he made it into his watermark, which was kind of supporting it. It was like a gross thing that he did. But yeah, no, Destiny, I do agree that if Ethan was gonna sue someone, which I mean, again, there's the opinion on whether you ever should sue someone for defamation, even something as egregious as that, then that was the whole thing, is like, why the fuck didn't he target Destiny? And so that was the whole point. It was just like, you're obviously butthurt about iDubbbz, and you're just using that example to go after him. What was I saying? But yeah, it was Destiny's comment, and that was the whole thing, is why he didn't go after Destiny if he wanted to get rid of that. Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
The situation.
I do agree with that, even though I'm not a Destiny supporter. This is what's wrong with people like you, is you think that we all belong to some kind of team here instead of just thinking for ourselves and having just like a individual opinion that doesn't just piggyback on to an internet figure. I am not a fan of any of these people. I just followed the drama because it's fun. And I like, out of all the people I watch, I do not like Hasan at all. I have watched more Hasan than I ever have Destiny. I have literally never sat and watched Destiny's channel. I know very little about the guy, other than, like, I know he's good at debates, and I think politically I'll probably agree with him more than any of these guys. But I'm just not a fan of any of these people. I'm not a part of any kind of fandom group. I'm just a person talking about how funny all these little cat fights are and how much it obviously influences people like you. Because you don't like anything I'm saying, right? But you literally, you're following all of my videos and leaving batshit little comments, and then you subscribe to my channel to join the chat, even though you obviously don't like me. But you're here. And so I just think that these kind of things are entertaining, how people get so invested. I'm just here for the ride, dude. I'm just here for the ride.
Saying a YouTube creator iDubbbz reveals that Ethan Klein lied about dropping his lawsuit against him and has now received an upcoming court date. Ethan previously confirmed he would drop the lawsuit after receiving significant backlash online and an apology from iDubbbz. Then attaching the YouTube comment of Ethan saying that he would drop it with the caption, "It turns out he lied about this and just wanted iDubbbz to make an apology video for nothing." And it's the comment of Ethan saying, "Hi Ian, I appreciate..."
Which would be fucked up if he just wanted to entrap him to, like, try to humble him into making an apology video, but he was still going to do it anyway. That would be fucking dark.
Appreciate the thoughtful apology. It means a lot. I've instructed my attorneys to drop the lawsuit entirely. Shitty Places replies,
let's hope that's
the
true.
Israeli
Again.
ceasefire method. And Miller says, absolutely on brand for Ethan. Lol. Palkia says his ego was hurt with the Dubbinz lawsuit and now he's lashing out even more on iDubbbz. The Surfs quote tweets the post by saying, "This is all so cruel." Attaching again the comment from Ethan. Audrey quotes the post by saying, "Okay, at what point are the courts going to hold Ethan Klein accountable for a rampant abuse of the law? What the fuck is this? What will be the line in the sand? What else does that disgusting MF have to do?" Steven Asark quote tweets at the post by saying, "I can confirm." And Bud says, "Is he suing you too?" And Steven says, "Not that I'm aware of, but the threat of a lawsuit is keeping me away from covering H3. And Medieval Squidward says, "Thought you guys had free speech?" And Steven says, "In theory." J Stalk quotes the post by saying, "At what point does it become concerning that Ethan Klein can't even pretend to be a good person?" Downtown Fishing also posted the clip on the Leftovers H3 subreddit with the caption, "iDubbbz confirms Ethan Klein lied about dropping lawsuit," and impressive big replies, "This is infinitely more embarrassing than if he hadn't said he'd drop the lawsuit." And this isn't take, no hit is. It replies, "I agree. Why the fuck did he lie about it and act like such a good guy? Was it to get Noah to apologize in a power move attempt?" And Ishak says, "Because
if he didn't drop the lawsuit, then I think that would essentially be a power move. I think that would be the intention behind it.
Says, yeah, he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. It says he's going to drop the lawsuits publicly to garner forgiveness, waiting for the bad press to blow over, while privately continuing to sue." And Whole 2 Marijuana says, "In addition to the other points, Canadian court documents are harder to source for the public, so I think he thought he could still do it and no one would know until it's too late." Also on Leftovers H3, Bolsonaro Presso Amana posted this clip with the caption, "On episode 282, Ethan joked about not dropping the lawsuit against iDubbbz and said he could use Ian's apology against him."
Was making, it was wrong. I was angry.
I think so far so good. I'm feeling that I like the admission he's made here. If I was still suing it, that would be a problem for him, but I'm not.
What the fuck?
I mean, but I'm not.
You're not?
Right? That'd be pretty wild if I was just...
What is he? Okay. I really hope he's not being snarky right now. Oh my god, I really hope. That would be so fucked up. That'd be so fucked up.
And now I'm adding this to the complaint.
Substance tweets out this clip with the caption, "Dubbinz questions Ethan Klein's calculus and deciding to continue pursuing his lawsuit against iDubbbz after lying about dropping it."
YouTube creator iDubbbz reveals that Ethan Klein lied about dropping his lawsuit against him and now has received an upcoming court date. Ethan previously confirmed he would drop the lawsuit after receiving significant backlash online and an apology from iDubbbz.
I'm not doing good right now. I'm doing worse because I'm still getting...
has been caught lying 500 times would lie again.
Get him, damn it! Oh, fuck!
So,
I did the lust
what's the
thing.
calculus look like for Ethan Klein exactly? I made this guy make a video apologizing to me. He made the video and it was incredibly earnest, so earnest that I replied to it with, "Hi Ian, I appreciate the thoughtful apology. It means a lot. I've instructed my attorneys to drop the lawsuit entirely." And then you're gonna proceed with the lawsuit anyways?
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Question mark?
That'd be bad.
Your image as a content creator is more important than the destruction of someone else's image. What the fuck is going on?
Wait, you mean that? I mean, this wouldn't do... I mean, if he was still doing a lawsuit, this wouldn't do anything. This would be very, very detrimental to his image. I mean, if he wanted to get the people support, I think this would be the last thing that he would do.
Going on. It has to just be like a vengefulness, right?
Which makes you... I mean, that's what... I think that's why people are convinced that he's like straight up lying because he wants to keep the people...
Holding a grudge is like drinking
support
poison and expecting it to impact the other person or whatever.
when he's doing something else behind the scenes. Which, again, I genuinely hope is not true for the sake of everyone. Fuck. No. Being distracted again!
Like, this is just... This hurts you more than it hurts him. I don't even understand.
Right, no,
Anissa
she's
also
right about
starts
that.
making multiple tweets about the situation, saying, "Sorry
That it
to
would
everyone
hurt
who has
him
to
more.
try and figure out my country's population of the state of California legal system. Extra sorry it's Alberta law." And Kerna says, "Wait, are there more lawsuits?" And Anissa says, "Same one. It was never dropped." And there's also this tweet, which was in reply to a deleted post, but she says he didn't drop the lawsuit. The apology wasn't enough for him, clearly. Then Yeet posts this clip with the caption, "Ethan Klein comments on the iDubbbz lawsuit."
Oh, I guess I'll just comment on this because I see iDubbbz said, "I am not dropping the lawsuit." And, well, listen, it's a bunch of technical bullshit. It's just we're in negotiating the terms of the settlement still. And that's it. I don't know. It's what it is. You know what I mean? We're negotiating.
I don't know what that means. What are the terms of the settlement, though? Like, if you're dropping it, what... I want to know what he's waiting on. Like, what does he need from iDubbbz to finish this off? Because it sounds like... Okay, again, what Lust was saying, there's some term that iDubbbz and Anissa are supposed to agree to make this actually over. What is that?
Negotiating the terms of the it's a meeting about the settlement. That's it. That's all it is. Right? So, whatever.
I don't know what that means. And he's not sharing it for a reason. Why he's not telling us.
And Jay Stalk replies, "So Ethan
Wait,
just
can he tell us?
lied when he said he was dropping the suit? How many times can this guy just lie to his audience and his peers and get away with it?" Substance says, "Negotiating a settlement is not dropping the lawsuit." Red says, "Dropping lawsuit on conditions. Conditions that
On
are
conditions.
negotiated.
What is the condition?"
Personally, I hope these pro-paley-genocidal freaks will not agree to these conditions and get fanatically ruined. Wake up, tankies." Sleepy quote tweets Eats new clip again, now with the old Ethan comment, saying, "I've instructed my attorneys to drop the lawsuit entirely. Now Ethan's talking about settlements. Fuck off." Rye quotes the clip by saying, "I'm so glad."
What chick? Like me? My Twitch?
Ethan didn't cuck out on this. Dickers also posts the clip with the caption, "Ethan responds to not dropping the iDubbbz lawsuit like he said he would. He's likely hoping to bind iDubbbz with a non-disparagement, like he has done with others before." Casey Tron, Noah Sampson. And Damar says, "Dickers proving once again that he doesn't know how law works and that you can't just drop a lawsuit like you can in America." And Dickers replies with this screenshot saying, "Discontinuance and withdrawal. After you start a proceeding, you may decide that you no longer wish to continue the action against one or more of the other parties. This is called the discontinuance. And similarly, if you have been sued and you filed the appropriate documents to defend the proceeding, you may decide to withdraw your response. This is called withdrawal. Discontinuances and withdrawals apply to both proceedings started by notice of a civil claim and to proceedings started by a petition. They also apply to counterclaims and third-party proceedings. Anissa then quote tweets Damar's post by saying, "You can, in fact, just drop a lawsuit here in Canada. Everyone just makes up whatever the fuck they want about Canada's legal system." Anissa also
Duh, who the fuck else is here? Well, you've been talking directly to me this whole time. And so referring to me in the third person was confusing. And we're also watching secondhand another show. So I was wondering. And also, I'm still so confused why the fuck you're still here. And why would you want to know my Twitch? I don't have a Twitch.
makes a separate tweet saying, "Ethan admitted he's trying to negotiate a settlement. That is not dropping the lawsuit. This has escalated to the point where we do have court dates. This is not dropping the lawsuit, and this costs money to keep doing. There are court dates. Things are filed as public record." And just the guy replies, "A typical Jewry. I don't like Anissa, but Ethan is actually a crybaby snake." And Anissa says, "Don't post this nasty shit in my comment section, disgusting freak." Damar replies, "Anissa, you're settling to drop the lawsuit. If Ethan wants, he can just go back on his word and sue you for everything you own, which isn't very much. I'd watch it, or he's going to make you apologize and kiss his ring publicly."
Oh, shit,
and Anissa
shit.
quote tweets him by saying, "I forgot how stupid people are on here." Then Ethan Klein makes a post on his Instagram, also clarifying the situation, and Leia posted on Twitter with the caption, "Ethan further comments on today's IDUB situation with their court case." And it's Ethan saying, "Re-IDUB's lawsuit. My one condition for totally dropping it is so laughably small and easy that you will realize that Anissa and Ian are just doing this for attention. I'm going to respect the Canadian legal system and not talk about the ongoing negotiations, but if you knew what I asked for, you would laugh at how silly it is. The truth is, we already signed an agreement which they have reneged on and are trying to pull a fast one. So this hearing is for a judge to decide if they upheld."
Oh, okay. Autumn leaves. I really am confused about where our relationship stands. You confuse the hell out of me. But you're always welcome in my chat, despite your feelings about me. As long as you don't, like, call me the C word or something.
their side of the agreement. They didn't. Feeling grooved.
But yeah, I'm not on any other social media. I hate social media. So I just do the YouTube thing. I don't go anywhere else.
He also posted this on the HH3 production subreddit, and Bamboo Hygiene replies, "Wonder what he asked for." And BXXC says, "Squat 200 pounds below parallel." And C-Virus replies, "Not a chance he would agree to the impossible." And Woven Basket says, "Why wouldn't he do that?" And No Attempt says, "He would be so much stronger." Shoddy Prune says, "Oh, this is totally Anissa's doing, Limafau. It's so obvious Ian just wanted to be done with it. Before that, I highly doubt he personally would renege anything." And Banana Sam Pam says, "She was definitely punching air when Ian apologized." And Louisa says, "I imagined Ian had to strap her to the bed or something while he recorded the video." And Bumbling Cumbersnatch says, "I don't think Anissa is the one getting strapped in the relationship." There's also
Oh! Nice.
in a follow-up post that was put on Ethan's story, and Fake Cakes posted on the H3H3 production subreddit,
come on.
and it's Ethan saying, "We have a signed agreement in place to drop the lawsuit. It's already done. They completely reneged, and now a judge will decide if they fulfilled it. If the judge thinks they did not fulfill it, then they have to, and it's over. If the judge thinks they did fulfill it, then it's over. The lawsuit is virtually over no matter what the judge decides. They are being intentionally vague to make people think it's still going on when it's basically already over. Again, this is an agreement that they're already signed, and it's over a matter that is for the good sake of everyone involved. It's not an apology or demand for money or anything. It's
So if they already signed it, what are they waiting on? Wait, okay, so they already signed something that they agreed to, and now it's waiting for them to do the thing that they agreed to. We still don't know what the thing they agreed to. I mod for the Sam Cedar show. I can get you 100 plus subscribers, but on one condition, you have to endorse Hasan. No. I'm not that desperate yet, Sweet Pea. There's no fucking way. That's hilarious, though. Yeah, no. Yeah, not doing that.
one tiny thing that they already signed and agreed to." And Beneficial Jump says, "I want to know the thing so bad." And Dubverse the Finest replies, "I'm going to assume they can't reveal it because it's an ongoing case, but it's most likely IMO, just that he asked them to stop mentioning him, Eli, and crew in the show in any capacity, so that they can be done with each other. And Dylan Grillen says, nah. Ethan specifically said before that he wasn't looking for a non-disparagement thing because he wants to still shit-talk iDubbbz and vice versa. And J. Fifth says, the settlement negotiations are always private. Even the judge doesn't know what is talked about during them. And Still Pressed says, my guess is that he asked Ian to leave the kids alone and he couldn't do that. Very curious to know though. Anissa also posts this Ethan story and captions it, okay, even I'm confused by this one. What? I don't think he understands what's going on. I'm actually kind of shocked by this.
I don't think he does
and Kilo
either.
Says, do you know what the thing is that he's referring to at all? Did you guys sign something related to the discontinuance? And Anissa says, you sign off when a case is being dropped when both parties are satisfied. It's not referring to an NDA. He's basically admitted it at this point, and it is a technically public record, so I can say, yes, he was/is looking for more than just Ian's public apology. And RW says, what is it? And Anissa just replies with this image. Leia something and then posts this clip with the caption, iDubbbz changed his stance/clarified his vague language yesterday on stream from Ethan isn't dropping the lawsuit to the judge has to decide to drop the lawsuit and accept our application.
Is he going to say something about the terms?
And Ian's agreed application. When in reality, Ian caused the misunderstanding yesterday because he's too stupid to understand his own lawsuits. Then people were so quick to jump on Ethan's ass. And some of y'all wonder why I am charitable towards Ethan. It's because of instances like this. iDubbbz and Anissa did this for attention because nobody is covering them right now. Like actual total fucking loot.
I believe that Anissa would do it for attention. iDubbbz does not seem to want attention in this case. Like, I will give him that. I do not think he is interested in this drama. I think he wants out of it. I think he wants to do his own thing. I think he is over this. I think if it's true that Anissa is not that Ethan is not dropping something, that Anissa is the one that's having a little bit too much fun, maybe, with the whole thing. But I do think that iDubbbz just wants fucking out, dude. Like, you could see him talking about it, and he's just so bummed. Gotta feel sorry for him.
These two are.
There's been a lot of.
I'll give you 5+ subscribers if you condemn Ethan Klein. Are you okay? Would you want the support of someone who would be that much of a sellout? Like, would you do that? If you had a genuine opinion, would you give it up because someone offered you 5 fucking subscribers? Like, that would be the most pathetic thing in the fucking world. No, I'm not. I do not want to be your whore. Autumn Leaves, my love. Yeah! Go watch Hasan. Autumn Leaves, for some reason, really likes to stick around, despite their disagreement with my opinions. Okay, I gotta stop interacting. This is getting messy. Autumn Leaves, if you keep being weird, I'm gonna have to ban you, dude. Because it's just getting too fucking weird. It's getting too fucking weird. You're weird. You're weird.
Chatter online, so I did want to just clear.
You're welcome to, like, disagree, obviously, but don't try to bribe me to get on your fucking team. Whatever that may be, that I just don't fully understand. I'm not interested, and I never will be. Liar, you said you don't pick sides, so condemning shouldn't be an issue. That is the most backwards nonsense thinking I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't think that you're actually a sane person. You gotta stop. Okay?
Up what seems like a misunderstanding that
just because I don't pick sides doesn't mean I'm a flake and a sellout. I have my own opinions about shit. Stop it. Get your shit. Get it together. Get all your shit. Put it in a pile. Put it in a mass pile so it's all together in one uniform little compartment. Get it together. Get your shit together.
Might have. Basically, in relation to the
Okay, I think I have enough to actually get these guys.
Ethan
Please!
lawsuit stuff.
Please. Oh my god, they're right
is
there!
Our application to enforce.
Okay, wait. I need to actually
and
listen
if
to this.
the judge does not side with us, then the lawsuit.
Okay, sorry. Okay, alright, I'm listening. Don't distract me! Autumn Leaves, get your shit together. I'm not playing for a sec. I gotta listen. Okay.
This clip of the caption. iDubbbz changed his stance / clarified his vague language yesterday
I
on
just
stream
burped. I hope
from
you didn't hear
Ethan
that.
isn't dropping the lawsuit to the judge has to decide to drop the lawsuit and accept our application. Ethan and Ian's agreed application. When in reality, Ian caused the misunderstanding yesterday because he's too stupid to understand his own lawsuits. Then people were so quick to jump on Ethan's ass. And some of y'all wonder why I am charitable towards Ethan. It's because of instances like this. iDubbbz and EDSA did this for attention because nobody is covering them right now. Like actual total fucking losers these two are.
There's been a lot of chatter online, so I did want to just clear up what seems like a misunderstanding that some people might have. Basically, in relation to the Ethan lawsuit stuff, it is our application to enforce, and if the judge does not side with us, then the lawsuit continues. That's basically the way to understand it.
Oh my god, I need to listen to. Okay, don't yell at me.
Lawsuit stuff. Clear up what seems like a misunderstanding that some people might have.
Well, I mean, I think you kind of instigated the misunderstanding, but okay.
Basically, in relation to the
there are planes constantly flying directly overhead because of the fires. I don't know if you guys saw my post, but I couldn't stream for a bit because we were fucking evacuated. I'm back home. Like, we're good now. We're safe. But they're putting out the fires, and the planes are going right fucking overhead. And my autistic as fuck nervous system has, like, a mini panic attack every fucking time. It freaks me out. And it's really scary. It sounds like the end of the goddamn world over here. I don't know if you could hear it. You might. Because the planes are literally just, like, I mean, feet above my house.
Lawsuit stuff. It is our application to enforce, and if the judge does not side with us, then the lawsuit continues.
So the terms. Okay. So the judge enforces the terms. iDubbbz is saying that the judge is enforcing the terms that Ethan wants you to agree to. And if the judge doesn't agree to that, then it continues. But what I'm confused about is Ethan saying that you guys already agreed to it and signed off on it. So that's okay. I think that is these terms are the point of contention here. That someone is not telling the truth about, whether it's Ethan or iDubbbz. Someone's not telling the truth about these terms. Did iDubbbz and EDSA actually sign off on these terms and agree to do them? Or not? iDubbbz may be confused, but I think EDSA's actually smart enough to probably know what's going on. So someone's either being confused or shady as fuck. These terms are definitely the point of contention, but Ethan's saying that they already signed off on it. And so if they're reneging on that, iDubbbz isn't saying that's what's happening, though. He's not saying that they signed on anything. So is the essential crux of the situation, did or did they not sign off on these terms? I think that is the issue.
Basically,
that is the thing that someone is lying about.
The way to understand it. That's like the simplest terms I could put it in, so that people can understand.
The girl with a microphone replies, "This is why you should probably wait to weigh in on stuff until you have all the info. Taking Ian at his word, usually a rookie mistake." And
yeah, like I'm honestly, like I give Ian definitely the benefit of the doubt here. I think he's confused. Anissa, you never really know what's going on with her.
Leia replies, "I saw a few seconds of the Dubbinz stream today, and it's laughable. These people are biased and cry about people being biased towards Ethan, but can't even give
Well, yeah, of course, Dubbinz is going to hop on the negative perception about that. I mean, she's the only one who's come out on top when it comes to Ethan's lawsuit, man, because she was the only one that was... So, you know what? What's crazy about all these lawsuits that Ethan's doing? There's only been one person who has been smart about handling being sued by Ethan, and that is Dubbinz. I am not a fan of Dubbinz either. I can't stand her, but I will give her her flowers. She was pretty sharp in handling this lawsuit. She is the only one out of all these lawsuits being handed out that wasn't like a deer in the fucking headlights. Like she handled it. She handled it pretty well. She handled it pretty well. I'll give Dubbinz that. Do you root for Guam? I don't know what Guam is.
An ounce of charitable credit.
Okay, so I told you I'm not big on social media. I'm not gonna get the acronyms, guys. I know, like, I'm doing a YouTube channel thing, but I'm actually not very terminally online. I'm not saying that as a brag or something. Like, I'm not cool. I don't do stuff. But I don't know who Guam is. You guys got to stop with the acronyms because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm new here. Okay?
And Cody Peterson replies, Ethan doesn't deserve an ounce of anything. While
I'm on
Yearders
Monty.
says, it sounds like
I'm on
Ethan
Monty.
didn't
I'm
drop
on
the
Monty's
lawsuit
side.
like
What the
he
fuck
said
is
he
Guam?
would. There's just no way around Ethan being a liar here. And Leia says, it sounds like they are in process of dropping the lawsuit and waiting.
Okay, all right. That's another thing. If Ethan was lying, would he get in a bit of trouble for that? Like, wouldn't that be a big legal thing that he'd get in trouble for? There's no reason to hate Dubbinz. Oh, for the love of God. Winning Ethan's lawsuit is not about being smart. It's about having money. Are you saying that Dubbinz was being stupid? Girl with the microphone? I don't really watch her. I think I'm subscribed. I think I subscribed to her at some point. I watched like one of her streams before. I think she's kind of funny. Let me guess. You hate her because she's an H3 fan? Is that what you're gonna say? Is that what you're gonna say, Autumn Leaves? That she's an H3 fan? So she's awful and she sucks? Is that what you're gonna say? I'm starting to understand you. Starting to see where you lean.
For the judge to decide, you total sides-cocked a moron. And while this
And just say girl with the microphone. Don't be fucking lazy. If you're gonna be vitriolic, spell it out like a big girl. Or big boy. Or big they. I don't fucking know. Of course you hate her. She is Sandra. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we know. You're kind of a one-note chatter, sweetheart. Yeah, thanks, Elise. Thank you, Monty, for reminding. Hey, participation is participation. I'm just happy for someone to be here.
says Ethan himself is saying there's something he needs from Ian that they're in conflict over. So clearly he has not dropped it. And I Stand America says something that Ian already agreed to and signed off on, and now is refusing to hold up his end of the deal. There's no conflict other than what Ian is voluntarily dragging out.
But,
and he said, quote, he's the
did you guys see that though? I know you're not paying attention, but I won. I finally killed the barbarians, so did pretty good on my end.
But by saying, I'm so worried about people's comprehension. It's our application to uphold the agreements.
Hasan is not going to watch me, sweetheart. and I doubt Hasan gives a shit about you either. Sorry. Hasan is a very, very popular dude. I have 1,400 subscribers, and like half of them are bots. I don't think he gives a shit about what I have to say. And if he did, I don't understand why you think you're being threatening right now. What did I say about getting your shit together? You need to stop.
To drop the suit, which he is saying wasn't good enough. We are going to court over it. It's not over. If the judge sides with Ethan, we have to continue. He is saying isn't good enough, that he in this sentence meaning Ethan wasn't satisfied. Just to extra clarify. And Froggy Tonic replies, so he publicly said I'll drop it entirely, but on the private side it was conditional, and you disagreed to be bullied, and now you're trying to uphold his agreement to dismiss? What a sadist. Andrea Joanne says, yeah, it is so wild to me. Some are jumping at this like Ethan is somehow innocent. At the end of the day, this lawsuit should not have been filed at all. Ethan did it to be spiteful. He is the problem, and
yeah, that's true.
you all would not be going through this if it were not for that. End of. Anissa also makes another post saying, none of this should be happening, and the fact that people are contorting to cope is insane. Trollkin replies, are you going to do a fundraiser stream to fight this? And Anissa says no. Anissa also shows the girl with the microphone a tweet that we read earlier and captions it, I sometimes feel genuine pity for this person. But then I remember she recently uttered the words,
on YouTube,
tight,
hello.
fuckable little episode. Shut your butthole lips. And Chit Talker replies, she believed Dubbinz was going to lose the lawsuits, showing her quote tweeting a legal mindset post where he said Dubbinz is not only going.
Did you just call me biased? Okay, Autumn Leaves, it's the last time I'm interacting with you. I'm not going to block you yet, because you haven't done something too batshit crazy, and I need chatters, even if they're a little wild, but I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. We're going in circles. This Asmongold is so cringe, like his wife talking about politics and stuff when he has no degrees or anything. Yeah, Asmongold's a fucking dumbass. I don't think anyone, to be fair though, I don't think anyone with degrees watches Asmongold. There's no fucking way. He is not, no one either sane or with any kind of intellectual capacity is going to tune into Asmongold. He feeds the lowest common denominator.
To lose our lawsuit in epic fashion, but just kicked the literal hornet's nest by attacking
He appeals
VTubers
to
as
the
a whole.
hateful
Anissa
and the
then also
stupid.
makes another independent tweet where she says,
And the
it's very
stupidly
clear
hateful.
I've gotten very frustrated over the past few days. I am sorry if my tweet
Oh, Anissa's apologizing? Oh, shit. Why is she apologizing? Did she get scared? Dude, you know what I wonder? If she's apologizing because she realized that she might be getting into a little trouble by talking about this too much. Because that's a little unusual for Anissa to backtrack like that. And this sounds like a little too sincere.
have caused a further confusion regarding what's going on behind the scenes. I'm disappointed in myself. I sometimes have a deep compulsion to try and over-explain. And Lil Weasel says, the goal of manipulators is to muddy the waters so you feel the need to react emotionally.
I think anyone who watches Asmongold does it because they hate something and they want to feel vindicated for hating something. Like, it's just a trough for people who are so angry at the world for not giving them everything that they want that they need to watch someone that kind of feeds that hateful sickness. Like, it's feeding that, it's how do I say it? Just indulging in that kind of hateful thought process. It's feeding it. They feel vindicated. You know, they feel, in Asmongold, he appeals to those kind of people who are angry at the world for all the wrong reasons.
To correct the record, which they use against you.
I think he's literally, walking. I mean, he is, like, literally, he's messy.
Never apologize for being a person, and Tribat says, they are the manipulator, dude. He'd also posted the clip that we looked at of IDubbbz earlier with the caption, IDubbbz clarifies a misunderstanding of the Ethan Klein lawsuits, and Oriolis replies, basically Ian is either too stupid to understand his own lawsuit or he's actively
lying. This map is so fucking hard. I'm already broke.
Bobby John says, the misunderstanding is thanks to him. There is no doubt in my mind that he wanted people to talk about him again, because everyone pretty much forgot about him. So he was
I don't think so. Dude, I mean, okay, if people actually, okay, so we've watched what IDubbbz, like, says in the video. I would believe that IDubbbz is just confused and embarrassed and over it. He looks miserable. He does not look like he's having fun talking about this. Like, it does not seem to me like he's riding this wave of drama gleefully. Like, IDubbbz does want this to be over. He's never, I mean, he did, yeah. He did get weird for a bit there with the dragon. But I think he does want out of it. I think Anissa's kind of the maybe keeping him from getting there. But if anyone's just confused, it's IDubbbz. But there has to be someone lying, because it's not like they would forget that they signed something, or Ethan would forget that, hey, I'll drop the lawsuit on these specific terms that you're signing off on. The whole crux of this thing is there is some term that they need to meet for this to be officially over. And I think it all hinges on, did they sign this or did they not sign this? Someone is lying about that.
as vague as possible to try to make it look like Ethan was a liar. Short Guy Jim says, everyone's waiting for your next misunderstanding excuse, honestly. Lunarian Angel also posts a clip on Leftovers H3 with a caption, minor clarification update from Ian. Here's my best speculation on the order of events in this case. Ethan files lawsuit with basically zero knowledge of the Canadian legal system. Gets a
Well, that's not true. He literally did the lawsuit because of the Canadian legal system. Like, he discovered that there's some kind of a... I remember him talk, like, didn't you say, like, he discovered that there was some kind of thing that he could do through the Canadian legal system that enables him to sue iDubbbz? Like, I think the whole reason he sued iDubbbz was because he found some qualifier in the Canadian legal system that would let him sue him.
a backlash, realized he fucked up big time once in a...
And he has a super expensive lawyer, so that wouldn't make sense. I mean, he wouldn't be pulling through with this if he didn't have a lawyer that was egging him on, saying, yeah, man, let's get some money.
out. In the wake of Oliver Tree's death, thinks he can simply ask for an apology and drop it to save public image. Ian essentially accepts the public settlement terms and issues the public apology, doing his best to both be genuine to himself while making clear Ethan's terms. Ethan sees his chance to...
Right. I think that he said that was the whole reason he was doing it, because there's some defamation is... There was something different about it that would enable him to do it that he wouldn't otherwise if Ian was still in the U.S. or something like that. So he did know something about the Canadian legal system, obviously. And I think he also had probably maybe ill-intentioned lawyer. That's another thing that I don't think anyone has really talked about, is that, yes, Ethan is doing this because he's really, really fucking hurt about everything that's going on, which I have sympathy for. The lawsuit wasn't the way to go about it, but I do think that he was acting out of hurt because of all this witch hunt shit. But I think also what we need to realize is he's probably had a lot of lawyers whispering in his ear, encouraging him to do this kind of shit. He's a very rich man. And has lawyers that probably want to get a lot more rich, and thinking that they might have found an easy little slice of litigation to make some fucking money. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we found out that he maybe has like a kind of a set of lawyers that are just like, hey, here's an opportunity. Hey, here's an opportunity. We should do this. We should do this. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a part of it
publicly, but continues pushing for farther demands behind the scenes, hoping he can get away with forcing Ian to admit to more than is necessary, making it seem like any further actions by Ian are of his own decision, so Ethan can look like the good guy by only asking for an apology. Ian refuses. I'm
surprised I haven't heard really people talk about that, as a big part of this could be lawyers whispering into Ethan's ear because they want to get some fucking money.
He made his settlement terms clear, and that by Ethan's own admission, they were met, and that he can't push for further demands after Ethan made a public statement that the settlement was met. Ethan now panics that he fucked up, tries furthering the lawsuit despite this, leading to a court date so a judge can decide. Ian goes public, tells everyone Ethan didn't actually drop it, because he didn't, warns everyone it isn't actually over. Ethan sees his chance to blame Ian because everyone is calling him out, tries calling it a technical difficulty. Anissa says it isn't. This doesn't help all that much publicly for Ethan. Continues trying to blame Ian. Accidentally reveals he did have further demands, and is trying to once again shift blame by saying that Ian is the one to go back on the settlement terms, when Ethan is basically showing that he's the one who did it. Anissa...
Yeah, I know who Bad Empanada is, and I am not surprised that you also watch it.
Tweets that Ethan clearly doesn't know what the fuck is going on, but thanks to Ethan, it's apparently all her fault. In TLDR, Ethan hoped he could make further demands for dropping the suit while letting everyone believe he did it over just an apology out of the kindness of his heart. Realizes he doesn't understand how lawsuits work once again, and full-blown panics when Ian rightfully pushes to have the courts dismiss the suit off Ethan's own admissions. Essentially, we're just waiting for the courts to say whether Ethan's public statements regarding the apology satiated the terms for dropping the suit, despite Ethan attempting to negotiate further demands in private.
Go away!
Titan replies, I'm forever grateful Ethan ruined his life, and that nobody will ever love him or take him seriously for the rest of his life. And Jumpy Razmataz says, there really should be a case study done about the sheer fucking hubris of it all. And Cold Youth says, I'm almost convinced he's
Hubris, internet versus.
Consciously hates himself or something, and that's why he keeps making the worst moves possible to destroy his brand and life.
Do you know, hubris is ancient Greek for arrogance.
legacy. What a sad
That's where that word comes from. You're welcome.
man. And Necessary Result replies, I would if I were him. And Fire and Blood
Where'd
says,
they go?
a lot of
Did they leave?
narcissism is rooted in extreme insecurity. It is clear that Ethan has never liked himself. He used to talk badly about himself and often spoke about how Ela was his one saving grace. And so
Did they
throughout his
leave?
life, he tried to be the funny guy so that people would like him.
Okay,
He
yeah,
then
they just
lost his
wrecked my
ability to
shit and
joke
left.
around,
All right.
so he's not funny anymore. People are now actively hating him and he can't handle
Oh my god, I'm negative 28. How am I gonna get out of this mess? Oh my god, I'm so fucked. And they're still ruining my shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm doing a new map. I can't take this shit anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I hate this map.
it. So he spirals and it just makes things worse. Ethan needs external validation to be happy because of his deep insecurity in himself. Without the validation, he is left to think about what a shitty person he is. Now, instead of simply not liking himself, he actively hates himself, but he lashes out at what he thinks are the causes of losing the validation he's getting, instead of reflecting on the actual cause because he
Wow, these people are really going into a psychological deep cut here.
refuses to acknowledge where all of this is coming from. Ken Jibbo also posted the clip of iDubbbz on the H3H3 production subreddit with the caption, iDubbbz cleared up the misunderstanding about him saying Ethan didn't drop the lawsuits. Too long didn't watch. The judge needs to believe iDubbbz fulfilled his end of the agreement with Ethan. If they don't believe he did, lawsuit continues. In simpler terms, iDubbbz lied. Aimless Circle says, how come with his other clip which it made to seem Ethan lied? I saw that in a half dozen subreddits instantly. With this one that clears it up, I'm not seeing it posted anywhere else. I would call
It doesn't clear it up. That's the whole fucking point. Both sides are being maybe intentionally or not intentionally vague. Nothing is clear other than there's a stipulation that is not being met, and only Ethan has referred to that and said that iDubbbz has not met that stipulation, even though he agreed to. Ethan and iDubbbz has not said anything about that. He's neither confirmed nor denied that he signed off on it, like Ethan said.
that interesting. And Opie says, because you don't make corrections in a smear campaign. And Big Guthix replies, this quote needs to be in a future Netflix documentary about Snarker communities. And Schmoosa Tigger says, that is always the case. The retraction is seen by 10% max. Careful Gold says, was thinking the same. People love to hate on Ethan. And Aimless Circle replies, I think it's fine to hate Ethan. Just don't watch, it's not hard. With the new crowd, it's the hating Ethan by watching 20 hours of H3 content a week and bringing him up whenever they get the chance. Maybe Ethan had a bad One Wish Willow for the most dedicated viewers. Brittany
The fuck does One Wish Willow mean? That's a term I'm not, or an adage I'm not familiar with. Not adage. Axiom? Expression?
Yes, Vega says, too bad Ethan was already dragged over the coals across all social media being called a liar in the meantime. And let's not forget Anissa's BS lies on Twitter the whole time. Can't believe anybody would take anything that these two say seriously. I hope this lends to a judge deciding that no, they did not fulfill their...
That's another thing to think about is Ethan... Okay, so if he just said... If he was just agreeing to drop the lawsuit for the sake of the people's opinions to improve of him, right? He would have had to have known that that would have that this would come out. He would have had to have known that the truth would come out, right? So again, it doesn't like why would it doesn't make sense why he would lie about that. Because he knows how this all works, and he knows Ian, he knows Anissa. He would have to have known that they would say something saying, no, this has all been bullshit, Ethan's a liar. So what would be the point in trying to gain public favor if it would have just backfired on him anyway within literal weeks? Like, when did iDubbbz apologize to him and Ethan said he was dropping the lawsuit? It was a month ago, right? So he would have had to have known that would have backfired on him if he was just saying this shit, that he's dropping it, that he's gonna be humble and just leave it all in the dust or whatever. He would have had to know this would happen.
And the case should proceed. And Miserable Artist says, and any attempt to post correct information gets removed or brigaded. Happy Schedule says,
who are
he
these
got like
bitches?
50 subs directly from lying about it.
I don't
and
know
Extra
you.
Medium says, is he at 275 now? And Picante replies, the Disney
Watching you.
Patreon counter has got to be a farce. His partner plus API says 13 self-paying reoccurring subs. He's got some weird Oilers if they leave him strategically at 400 subs each month.
Can someone explain to me what Oilers means in in internet lingo?
Chip
Someone explain to me. Thank you.
Kipling posts this clip on the I Miss the Old Light Up subreddit
Help
with
me.
the caption,
Help me understand
Anissa
this
crushes
world.
Ian's spirit about having kids again. Says the H3 lawsuit has ruined her desire to have a kid. And captions it, this is just...
Yeah. Really broke their spirit. Now she doesn't want to procreate. Way to go, Ethan. You took away her desire to have a baby.
brutal.
For fuck's sake. Yeah. I think that comment in itself, if she said that, that's proof that she's playing this shit up. She's blaming Ethan for her not wanting to have a child, for not wanting her to bring a child into this twisted, evil world.
I'll kind of speak
Oh
for
my
Anissa
God.
here and myself. We have both, like, since we started dating, we've always kind of been on the same
I mean, if that's what it takes for you not want to have a child, then maybe, yeah, don't have a child.
level of when we started, it was like maybe 10% want to have a baby.
People are funny.
5 years down the line, it was like, 50-50. We'll see what happens. But at no point in time could I have confidently said, like, yeah, 100%, never gonna happen. Yeah, maybe after we're done with the lawsuit, we'll have a baby.
Lazy public
Okay, so he
replies,
doesn't-
good. That
Literally say that. He doesn't literally say that. Okay, I thought he was... Okay, so Internet Versus is exaggerating a little bit. Because I thought he was going to say, like, they explicitly said, because of Ethan, we don't want to have this child because of this wicked, wicked world. We could bear to stand to bring an innocent life into it. No, they're just saying that this lawsuit, if they're gonna have to deal with it for like a couple years, yeah, maybe not a good time to have a kid. Okay, so that was exaggerated a little bit. That's disappointing. I thought that would be more funny.
kid would have a miserable life with those two as parents. And Lucid Atlas said,
Right, exactly. I think that's all he was saying. Like, hey, if we're gonna have to deal with the lawsuit for the next 3 fucking years, then yeah, we're probably not gonna have a kid right now. They're not saying that Ethan's like broken their precious spirit. It's a little bit of a hyperbole there.
says, narcissist mom and pushover dad is a bad combo. And no inspector says, oofed. You sucker punched me right in the childhood. And Ragadag Dag Ragtag says, I hope you are okay. Vastbike replies, narcissist mom and pushover dad is a bad combo. And says, Hitler and Stalin were both raised with a
Jesus Christ, people really do take comments and fucking run with it, don't they? What am I doing? Making a presence for myself on the internet, if this is kind of shit people do. Like, it's literally, it's just, that's
narcissist
fucking wild.
dad and pushover mom. It's just a bad combo whatever way you look at it. And yeah, obviously any kid raised under the Jomas is bound to have a difficult and miserable life, to say the least. Especially with Anissa shit out a kid Joma as their mom. A shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives Sal Soud, Coldest Bandito, Captain Crashout, Noobster,
Right!
and Swunch.
Okay. I think we're all done with that one. Okay, and next. Okay. Autumn Leaves. I know you're going to have strong opinions about this one, but have we agreed to keep your shit together? I'm not going to start this until you agree to keep your shit together.
Are you guys gaming with the...
I absolutely believe that you are an Ethan hate snarker. That is... You're checking all the boxes. But hey, do you agree to keep your shit together? You can have your opinions. Don't get weird about it. Because we are going to watch... Because it looks like... Is this Destiny clips? This is the Destiny channel. And he's covering the Hasan... There's something going on between Hasan and Hutch. Okay. All right. I'm holding you to it, Autumn Leaves. Okay. All right. There's some kind of
the
Hutch and Hasan drama going on.
the blue no matter who stuff, or are you being serious with it?
What do you mean? No, I'm pretty serious.
Like, well, I haven't even seen what you said. I've just seen people posting about it. But you
Wait, who's talking? Who's
guys
he
would
talking?
support the Republican in the Wisconsin governor's race?
I don't know about.
Who is he talking to? Who's this person? It doesn't match with his lips. Who is he talking to? This is a very sloppy clip. I don't like this. This is confusing. What's happening?
Support.
Isn't he like a millionaire? This should be a lot easier to watch and to understand at face value.
But maybe be indifferent. But the thing about, okay, vote blue no matter who was supposed to be
Hey, Kirby,
MAGA
my love.
and the Republican, MAGA and Trump were like such an existential threat to the country that like,
I don't know who Starowski is. I don't know.
regardless of which candidate gets through, we have to support them. People rejected that in the last election, and Trump and MAGA won.
I agree with that. I have to say, I mean, I made a whole video of this, that we got to choose the lesser evil, and that I will take any Democrat. As long as we get Democrats back in the Senate, we got to play the game. It's a douche or a turd sandwich. So this is the thing, is I do very much agree with Destiny on this, that we just got to play the game just to get Democrats back in the Senate, man. Because we played this game last time, Kamala Harris wasn't good enough, and now we have Trump. So it's not like that made anything better. We can't be too picky at this point, dude. We just got to get out of the mess we're in, and then maybe we could talk more.
On that election, so the fight against like MAGA and Trump, in my mind, is.
They used to call me Sloppy Clip in high school. The fuck does Sloppy Clip mean? My name's Anna Droll. And no, I'm not blue no matter what. Like, I know there's some blue people that are crooked that I don't trust, and that are sellouts. There's evil on every side. But at this point, I will, like, when it comes to, like, we're in the primaries now, but in a couple years, whoever has the better chance, whatever Democrat has the better chance, yes, I will vote for that Democrat. Just to get out of this mess, dude. No matter what it is, it's gonna be better than what we have now. That's all I'll say. Like, desperation, you gotta do desperate things. Even if I don't fully agree with all of their policies, I know it's gonna be better than the shit we're in right now. Okay, you guys are distracting me again. They want everyone else to be blue no matter who. While actively rejecting that they lost as the presidency because new blue only applies to the people they like. Everyone else to be blue no matter what. Who, while actively rejecting the idea that they lost us the presidency because no matter what, only applies to the people like full side shit. We are up against a fascist takeover right now. I know, Autumn Leaves. The fact that we're up against a fascist takeover is why we got to play the game and just get Democrats back in the Senate. That's a whole fucking point. Like, I don't know if you're just, like, really, really dumb and you don't get this concept that having to, like, choose between the douche and the turd sandwich is sometimes what you gotta do to get out of fascist regimes. If we want to get out of this fascist regime, we have to get Democrats back in the Senate. And that's not gonna happen if we are very, very picky and refuse to vote because our prime candidate that fits all of our little boxes is like, if we vote third party, right? If you're someone who's going to vote third party, then you are someone that's fucking us. You have to play the game to get someone who has a better chance to get us out of the fascist regime. That is the whole fucking point. And I don't, come on, I'm not dumb. I know you know that. I'm starting to doubt because it just doesn't, this argument doesn't make sense. Where you see all these complaints about the fascist regime we're in, and then you have motherfuckers like Hasan who's like, oh, I'll probably just vote third party. That is the shit that keeps us where we're at in the fascist regime. Right now, our only choice is to get us out of the mess we're in, and that is choosing a candidate who is Democrat or blue that has the best fucking chance. Autumn Leaves, god damn it, you're distracting me again. Dude! I can't keep doing this. Okay. Back to lighthearted. Kirby, what does sloppy clip mean? Autumn Leaves, stop distracting me, okay? I'm not arguing with you anymore. You're taking over. This has become your stream, and I'm falling for it. You keep baiting me, and I keep falling for it, and I'm disappointed in myself because you're winning, and it's making me very upset. Don't blame Hasan. He voted for Kamala. No, he didn't. He literally said he didn't. He literally told his chat to not vote for Kamala Harris. But you're baiting me again. God damn it. Okay, autumn leaves. All right, let's just get our shit together, okay? Okay. We're watching the clip. We're watching the clip. You shut up. Oh, I thought you told me to shut up. Okay. Okay, I'll shut up too. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's get back. And this also in the chat, Kirby, tell me about sloppy clip. That's a cute thing to talk about. Okay. God damn it. I shouldn't have had that energy drink. I'm getting hot. All right.
Like largely over. And so now we move on to the next election things. But
who is he talking to? Destiny, whoever. Does he make these? Who is the Destiny HQ clips? I do not like this setup here. It's very confusing, and you don't know who the fuck he's talking about. And why is Gandalf in the corner here?
if the people that we were...
This is a mess. And why is the chat crooked? Is that supposed to be cute? This is awful. This is awful. Whoever's editing your shit, dude.
We're especially pushing to vote blue no matter who completely and totally abandoned it, and already have to some extent in this election cycle, or it seems like they already have to some extent in this election cycle, there'd be no point.
Weeping for your unfortunate citizens, Venus has no choice but to share in happiness, sprinkling... Dude. A little sad dog? I have never played a game so bad where this has happened. That's so sad. Oh my god. Did you see that dog? What the fuck? I have played Caesar for years, and I'm never done so bad where Venus has punished me that much. I didn't realize that I didn't put up... See, this Autumn Leaves, this is what you're doing to me. Okay, I'm replaying one more time. God damn it. I'm usually very good at this game.
And us continue, or in my mind, in me or anybody related to our electoral project, continuing that mantra, because it's just a one-way exploitative mechanism by which people
Destiny
are
channel.
on the
Okay.
other side
I was like,
forcing
dude,
us to vote for their candidates while they refuse to vote for ours. I think it's a one-way, not good thing.
My opinion, Hutch, is I will not be supporting, stumping, or anything for anybody who is a DSA candidate for the House of
Who is he talking
Representatives.
to?
I will support any single person for the Senate because I feel like it's way too more important to lose. For Wisconsin, if you push me on it right now, I'd say you should vote for the Republican over letting a DSA member get more and more power. And
Is he talking to Hutch? I am so confused right now. Hutch confronts Destiny. Hasan side. Okay, so he's talking to Hutch right now. I don't think I've ever really watched a full thing of Hutch either, so I don't really know these people, but I think he's talking to Hutch, right, guys? You guys, if anyone is up on any of this drama, is that voice Hutch?
further legitimize people who are trying to like ruin my party. But yeah. So if you're gonna push me, I'll say that. Otherwise, I'd kind of be indifferent of it.
Well, I think the strongest version of your argument is the idea that by
This is a different guy. Man, I am not hosting this conversation very well.
electing Hong, you could imperil other Democrats from the coverage that she would get on Fox News, which is our.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck these people are, so there's just like no point in this. Okay, it's Hutch debate. I'm not interested in this because I don't know what's going on. You can't see anyone who's talking. It's just a terrible setup. So let's skip forward. Hasan fans brigade subs, and this is okay. So I'm assuming. So Hutch and Destiny are debating, right? And it sounds like Hasan fans are entering the chat.
Francesca Hong rallies with Ilhan Omar and Hassan Piker at Milwaukee.
I think
1,800
second guy is Hutch. So the guy talking was
22.
Yeah, I know who Hutch is. I've never really fully watched. I've really never sat down and like watched these guys.
Comments in the Wisconsin subreddit.
I bet this is the most
Like I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to Hutch.
commented post
Maybe
in
of all time.
the week.
Unless there's like a Bernie Sanders rally or something. In a week? Wow, Mooten, real brave there.
Well, I was gonna say of all time, but I don't know.
At
if
least
Ice
for the
killed
year,
many
no?
people recently.
Is this
Oh,
person
true,
talking
actually,
Hutch?
wait. Oh, no, hold on. We gotta... Oh, no. Yeah, the ice thing, actually. Shit, you're right. Fuck, you can't sort by comments. Do I see another 1.8K? Oh, I bet it's a controversial thread, so it's not going to show up as much, but... What's going on in this thread? Mr. Foucault. Destiny Brigaders. They post anything that mentions Hasan, and a few dozen people log on to multiple accounts to lie about Hasan. I wonder where this guy posts.
You're doxing him, really?
You've got motorcycle kitties. Oh, r/Hasan
not
Piker. R/Hasan
doxing,
Piker.
that's
These are
just
posts.
a
also not
fucking
just
Reddit
comments.
forum.
He's a rapper
Is he?
from Chicago, Illinois.
Oh.
It says. Oh, well, no, he lives in Lansing, Michigan on the inside. Posting in the Wisconsin subreddit.
You just doxed him. What are you talking about? Oh, he did go to his channel. Is it? It's a Reddit page. It's someone's Reddit page. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on in the internet world. That person talking about us wasn't Hutch, dude. I'm doing really good right now, aren't I? Thank you guys for sticking around.
Interesting. Isn't he a brigader, literally, by definition?
Woo! What I look like.
Oh, can you
DoorDash
see it?
refusing to pay me for entire time of order while doing pay per hour. Damn. Oh, okay, buddy Hasan. 6 years old. Damn! That's an old Hasan fan. Woo!
This guy's gonna be like, Steve pulled up my Reddit thing. He doxed me.
What is this? The guy who shocks his dog if it moves out of frame and said nobody was raped on October 7th? Really? This is who progressives like?
What are they talking about? So it's just Hasan fans brigading his subs. That's all they're talking about. I don't really care about that either.
A 2-second Google pulled up 3 separate
Oh
clips
my
where he talks about
God.
it, since you're apparently incapable. I think I remember seeing a 4th clip as well, but I'll let you know.
Ah! I thought that this was gonna be... I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna watch... I don't know what that was. Like, I shouldn't have watched, like, a third-party commentary to all this shit when I don't even know what's going on. So I'm just gonna watch Hutch's... Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna watch Hutch's thing about Hasan
to react to that.
directly
There's one
talking about.
particular moment
I should have just done that in the fucking first place. When I pick stuff to talk about, I just like fucking peruse through whatever is like on my main feed and put it into its own little channel, like what's ever on one topic. So I just saw Hutch, Hasan, different people were talking about it, so I just put it under the thing. But we should just watch this. No one sent me the clip. I just found it because like on my drama feed it talked about Hutch and Hasan, and that was one of them.
in this
No,
cut that feels a little
I'm not your whore, Autumn Leaves. Fuck.
jarring because there was an audio
And you're doing it again. Let's get back.
issue with the VOD. It's not that bad, but I just want to explain that. In this video, Hasan attacks me for, what he claims is me going back on a strategy of blue no matter who. He reacts to a clip that was posted by truly like one of the most pathetic accounts on Twitter. That guy is fully deranged. Hasan knows this and still amplifies
Why does he say Hasan?
that guy's tweets and posts.
That's gonna bug me.
And yeah, in the clip, I think I very clearly explained that I'm not talking about abandoning blue no matter who. That's still my personal philosophy. I will always adhere to the harm reduction principle. And as much as I dislike a lot of these DSA candidates,
Kind of on Hutch about that one. All we can focus right now is on harm reduction, not idealism.
I would never take any action that could help.
Oh my god, I could go off on that comment, Autumn Leaves, that this is a right-wing pipeline. That is such a stupid opinion to say that I'm just trying to do harm reduction and vote for blue is somehow a pipeline to voting red. That literally makes no logical sense in the world. And Autumn Leaves, dude, okay, stopping. God damn it, you're baiting me again.
A Republican win
I gotta get better at this.
an election basically in any seat of government across the country.
In my defense, you're the first person in comments that's like actively argued with me. I mean, I barely even get comments when I'm live streaming, right? So I'm not used to like just staying focused. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I have my own personal reasons for that, but that's just where I'm at. I explained
Hutch looks like someone I know. Or does he look like... He reminds me of someone.
it more in this video. I hope you guys stick around to watch. It's a doozy. If you guys enjoy the video, click like. If you guys enjoy the channel, click subscribe, and maybe even hit the bell.
I swear to God, he looks so familiar to me. You ever look at someone and you're like, I know who you are. I have met this person. So he looks so familiar to me and it's freaking me out.
Notification. Okay. I have not seen this full clip yet. Let's go.
Yeah, this is a funny moment. Hutch changes his mind about Blue no matter who.
Jake Chinatown, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most sad, pathetic accounts. Wow, this guy has completely lost it. He is just the worst, man. He is just the worst. This guy has his little attack dogs. I'm almost ready to say,
He does, doesn't he?
you know what? I'm not even going to, the blue no matter who rhetoric, I'm not doing it anymore. Because it feels like unilateral disarmament, doesn't it?
What's that mean?
First of all, how much of that particular term is helping the discourse? I have never in all my years on the internet ever once witnessed a productive exchange about the concept of
Blue, but it matters who. Root for DSA to lose. Wow.
Okay. Apparently, I need to unpack what I said again. I mean, I feel like I was pretty specific even in that clip. I said the blue no matter who rhetoric. I was very particular. There's a reason why I said the blue no matter who.
It's taken so much energy for me to not look at the chat, you guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm ADHD. So I'm really practicing, so I'm not going to engage because you guys are arguing and I can't. I'm just going to let you do your thing. And I'm purposely veering my eyes so I don't look at it. So unless there's a fire, I'm not looking at the chat. Okay. You guys enjoy yourselves. I'm just going to focus.
Rhetoric. So before we even watch this full clip, let me just clarify once again what I meant, which I don't know if these people are like too stupid to understand what I'm saying. In Hasan's case, I hesitate. I think he's just super dishonest. The clipper, I think was being wildly dishonest because in the full clip of this, and I could go back and find the timestamp. I'm too lazy to do that right now. I specifically.
Well, what I mean, Hasan hasn't even really said anything, has he? He's just gone, wow. So what's really he's just, okay.
Say like right after I do my rant, I specifically say, I'm still going to vote blue no matter who, and I'm still going to like suggest to you guys that I do it. All I'm saying is like, I'm not going to hold them to the standard. When I see lefties in my replies, like, you know, in 2028, when Kamala inevitably like wins the nomination or some, I don't know, someone that they consider a establishment Zionist shill or whatever, and they start playing their stupid games again, which they will do. I promise you, they will do it. They'll do it again. I'm going to tell them, great. I don't care. Do your thing.
I'm on Hutch's side here. I gotta say, I kind of like Hutch. I know you're not gonna like me for that, Autumn Blaze, but I kind of like him. Also, he reminds me of someone. Like, he's just so familiar to me. And he has a very kind face.
I don't care.
You know, comment. Not looking at the comments.
That's what I'm saying. Have fun.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Vote your conscience.
Not
You
paying
need to be
attention.
able to sleep soundly at night, knowing that you didn't vote for a corporatist Zionist shill. Okay, good for you. I'm just not gonna get into those like exchanges with those people in that way.
Yeah, smart.
Anymore.
Because you can't win if you do. There's literally no winning. Because it's just this double down, like they don't hear you. They don't hear anything you're saying. It's just the repetition of idealism without any kind of argument.
I'm telling you, Hasan Piker, if you ever watch this clip, you're free. I am unburdening you from any expectation that you are, gonna support the Dem nominee in 2028. And furthermore,
See what he's doing? He's kind of insulting Hasan by saying that. It's like, I'm showing that you don't really give a shit. And so I'm going to let it go because I'm just going to take for granted now that you don't give a shit and it's not worth talking about or arguing about because I know your scheme. That's what he's saying? See what he's saying?
I don't care.
He's saying it without saying he's not saying it by saying it, or he's saying it by not saying it. Fuck, I really shouldn't have had the energy drink. Bye, Autumn Leaves. Can't wait to see you. I just don't understand. Okay, all right. If we're gonna be friends, we're gonna be friends. It's gonna be a difficult relationship, but see you on the next one, even though you hate everything I say. Fuck, I looked again. Autumn Leaves, you're good. Even saying goodbye, Autumn Leaves gets me. Okay, bye, Autumn Leaves. Love ya. This is a very toxic relationship I'm already building with the people who watch me. It's the way I got like 4 people watching me. It's already all right. Okay. I gotta
That
stop.
is what I'm saying. We'll either figure out a way to beat the Republican without you, or we won't, and we'll get 4 years advance, and we'll cross that bridge when we get.
I mean, he is campaigning with some Democrats. He is like, that's the thing about Hasan. I can feel like I say this freely now. Get all nervous when I watch this with Autumn Leaves in the background. That's the thing with Hasan is he'll do the Democratic like face value thing where he'll hop on campaigns, he'll go on these little trips in support of, you know, whomever, because he wants to keep that relevance with the Democrats. He still wants to keep that kind of shallow face value appeal to Democratic candidates because he wants to get that power. And it's working because there's a lot of Democrats out there who aren't probably knee deep in YouTube drama, so they probably don't know everything that Hasan says. There's a lot of people who think Hasan is just like a normal left-leaning regular dude because they don't actually watch his show. And that works well for him. It's the people who are online a lot, like me, who has actually listened to the shit he said that has come to the conclusion, like, yeah, this dude's batshit crazy. But he relies on the ignorance of people who just have a general feeling for him. They're just like, oh, he's left-leaning. He must be a good guy. They don't really know how fucking batshit he is. But he plays on that ignorance. He plays on ignorance on both sides very well. I'll give Hasan that thing, is he is smart enough to know how stupid people are and gullible.
That's what I'm saying. And I mean, and I'm definitely not going to jump on any dog pile. When I see these,
yeah, me either. We're above that, right?
Never, ever
you check your
adhered to the harm reduction principle and blue no matter who. When I see like Kyle Kulinski,
I've never heard the harm reduction principle applied to politics before, and I'm kind of into it. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the harm reduction principle, but like from what I know about it, it's highly associated with like, ironically, addiction. Because I worked as a mental health clinician for a little bit, and I worked with a lot of substance abusers. But harm reduction principle, it's where, okay, so you have a alcoholic, right, who's taking chronic trips to the ER for DTs or liver problems, et cetera, and the harm reduction principle, they're not ready to quit, right? They're not going to go to fucking AA. They're not going to go, they're not going to quit drinking. They're going to do what they're going to do. And they're refusing treatment because it's because they have that right, you know? So there's the harm reduction principle where you talk about, okay, maybe cut down 2 beers a day. If you can't quit, if you're not at that point, meet in the middle. Take away 2 beers a day. And that could still possibly save you from going to the ER in a month, right? So applying the harm reduction principle to politics, especially with our certain circumstances now, which is like to just get out of the mess we're in, we gotta cede a little bit to maybe an imperfect candidate, just so we're not under this insane kleptocracy, insane kleptocracy dictatorship that we're under right now. Just to get out of that, let's start there. You know, so people stop, getting killed by ICE, and people could get back their government support, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I really like that. I have literally never heard of the harm reduction principle in reference to politics, and I'm into it. I think I like Hutch.
Lecture.
Then I can say that now, because Autumn Leaves is gone, and they scare me. Just kidding. I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
Liberals about Abdul El Sayed or whoever else, Plattner.
It's working, but not at a large scale yet. That's a thing, though, is it's getting bigger. Like, this is the most visible Hasan has ever been when it comes to outside of the internet space. Like, he's always had a provocative image when it comes to the internet. But this is the most visible to where if you're just scrolling through the fucking news, you see his face, even though you're not looking at YouTube drama or Twitch news or some shit like that. Like, he's becoming much more visible when it comes to just ordinary fucking people. And initially you might think, okay, that's kind of scary, but I think that that's actually going to work against him, because he's been able to maintain the good guy image, because people who are in the real world who don't partake in this slop don't know how problematic he is. But the more visible he gets in the ordinary fucking world, this shit is going to become the other side of him is also simultaneously going to become more visible. He's not going to be able to hide it anymore. He's not going to be able to just be, benignly appealing to Democrats, or benignly appealing just to your average Joe in politics. His stuff's going to come out. The more popular we're at the point where the more popular he gets, the more he's going to get in trouble. That's what I think. But he also can't engage in debate. Silences it. Exactly. And the more popular he gets, the more he's going to start being pushed into debates. And so not only are people going to... I'm killing my fucking population again. God damn it. I got to get better at multitasking. So I think that's another point, though, Monty, is the more popular he gets, he's going to have a lot of agents and a lot of public appeal to engage in debate. Because he's so politically relevant right now, and he's going to get more politically relevant, he's going to have to debate. He's going to have to be a part of that culture. And he's going to bomb. So not only are people going to realize how crooked he is, but he's fucking stupid. And so I think that is going to work against him, because he's going to have to, he can't keep hiding from the debate shit. Now that he's on the front lines in the real fucking world, he can't keep making his little excuses, broy about debate bros and just silencing his detractors. I saw that thing where he actually banned Destiny from visiting going to his speech. He's not going to be able to do that shit anymore, man. It's not going to be Hasan's world anymore. He's transitioning where he's going to have to be in these people's world, and he can't control the narrative. And so I know a lot of people are not excited about him getting more popular. I'm excited about it because the mask is going to come off. The mask is going to come off that he is a very problematic, and propagandist communist grifter. And he actually doesn't really know what he's talking about. I think those two are going to become visible within the next year, and I'm very excited for it. Have you noticed that he kind of looks like hell? I don't know, like the little clips I've seen, and I'm not just saying this to be a bitch. He looks like shit. I swear to God, he's even started graying a little bit more. He looks beaten, and I think he's getting a little stressed because he actually has to really improve himself in some way, instead of just appealing to the sycophants. And I think that's a little scary for him.
It makes me want to vomit. It makes me want to vomit. And so not only am I not going to hold Hasan and any other lefty that wants to play stupid games again in 2028 to the standard, or try to impose that standard, or try to even pitch that standard. Not only am I not going to do that, I'm not going to attack any liberals on Twitter. If they're on Twitter saying,
Yeah,
like,
I can't wait for it to happen.
you know,
I agree.
I'll say
Monty,
he's got to earn my vote.
I
I'm
can't
not
wait
gonna
for it.
Criticize that.
I see no possibility that his image will improve with the more visible he becomes. There's no fucking way. It's not going to go well for him, and that's why he is so crabby and looks like shit, because I think he knows that. I think he knows that he's in over his head.
I'm not going to join.
He doesn't belong in the real world of politics. He belongs in provocative drama content politics, you know?
Kalinske in a disingenuous attack.
He's not qualified, and he knows that, and he's nervous.
Stupid.
I don't think it's in my head that he looks like shit. Like, the clips I've seen of him, he really has aged a lot. Which, I mean, he's still handsome. I'm not trying to be petty and insult the way this man looks. I'm not trying to get on that level. Like, he's still hot. I mean, even how much I hate the guy, if I had a chance to sleep with him and he didn't talk, who fucking knows, you know? But anyway, he's getting nervous. He's getting stressed.
Morons. They're baiting you. So just like, don't fall for the bait. I just like so if I see other libs doing it, I don't care. Do your thing. You know? That's what I'm saying.
That's so strange. That's so strange, dude. That's such a strange
Good commentary, Hasan.
phenomena. Turns out this guy is just like, ideologically a neoliberal. I was wrong about.
Yeah, see, there's a problem again, is his hinging on ideology without anything to back it up.
About this. I didn't realize that he was.
He's dumb. He's not really dumb. He's, like I said, he's smart enough to know how dumb his fans are and how to play off of it, but he really is, like, not politically savvy or a smart guy, and that's coming from someone who is not politically savvy or a smart guy. Yeah, I wonder what the age range of people who follow him, because he's my age. I mean, but I don't think anyone my age or his age actually watches him.
The guy.
I think he keeps it. It's not the first time he's appealed to the younger generation. I think 10 years ago he was also appealing to the younger generation. He's always appealed to people who don't fucking know better.
Who said
and because he's hot. If he didn't look the way he does, he wouldn't still. We wouldn't be talking about him. Nuh-uh, 16 to 24. Oof. Yeah, it speaks volumes.
would rather vote for Jeffrey Epstein instead of me.
What? How do you even define that level of hyperbolic? What do you mean, Jeffrey Epstein? The fuck did you pull that out of your ass for? What does that even mean? Jesus Christ. Was he also saying would rather vote for Harvey Weinstein than me? Like, what is that? What are you talking about?
Is now saying it's not vote blue no matter who.
Did Jeffrey Epstein, was he in the political sphere for a little bit? Did he vote Democrat? And was he heavily politically involved? What does that hyperbolic bullshit even mean? God, he's so fucking ugh.
To be fair, I think I asked clarification. What are Jeffrey Epstein's
Thank you.
what's his domestic policy platform?
Like, what the fuck does that mean? How do people fall for his rhetoric? He's so stupid.
What's his foreign policy platform? I think that's a fair question.
That's the new Destiny meta. Root for Abdul and Fran to lose. Oh my god, why did these guys literally position themselves on the losing side of every issue? This is what
These dumb, lazy, dishonest.
Gotta agree with Hutch, dude. Like, I can't. I just can't. I am just as at a loss for words as Hutch. Like, I just don't understand how people fall for these comments. I mean, that's the shit he says, right? Like, I mean, he has a history of anyone who disagrees with him, he calls him a Nazi. Like, he does that all the fucking time.
Have never indicated.
It's just like our precious Autumn Leaves was saying about how our vote, or like my vote blue kind of way of thinking is a MAGA pipeline. It's just like, how? How? So if you were not on the extreme other side, if you were not the complete other side of crazy, if you were not completely polarized, then you have to belong to the other side? You have to be on this kind of so if you're not on this side of the spectrum, you're on this side of the spectrum? Like, what is that? Like, how do you lucidly explain that? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I even saw a comment on my Hasan video about his speech being stupid, and I said something about being liberal, right, or something like that, right? And a guy was like, honestly, now being liberal is super MAGA coded. I don't understand.
Ever once.
It's just like saying, honestly, being an atheist is a little Catholic coded. Like, your lack in a belief of organized religion is a little Protestant and Catholic to me. What church do you belong to if you're that much of an atheist? It just doesn't make fucking sense.
That I would favor the Republican in a general contest versus Abdul El-Sayed, or even the most extreme DSA candidate or DSA aligned candidate. Never. Ever. I have nice things to say about Abdul El-Sayed. I think I've said, even on occasion, in the last few weeks, that he's one of the I have some issues with some of his rhetoric. I'm sure we probably have some policy disagreements.
Okay, I gotta stop interrupting. But I was getting the general feel that I liked Hutch. Like, I am subscribed to him, but I've never actually sat down and listened to him, to be honest. But the little, I'll watch Nicholas Diorio, and he occasionally goes over he'll mention Hutch because Hutch is sometimes, just in a Twitter feud or something like that. And the little things that Hutch has said seem very sane to me, but I've never actually sat and watched him. I like him. I think I like him.
Overall, though, I don't know. He doesn't get under my skin in the same way that some of these other crazy people do. So he's probably the least problematic. I've also said, he's probably still favored to win. I mean, the polls right now have Rodgers consistently up 1 or 2 points.
He's talking about candidates, not fucking. Yeah, a bunch of people in the comments were just like, oh, so you'd vote for Fetterman? It's like, no, I wouldn't fucking vote for Fetterman. But I also don't live in Pennsylvania, and he's not campaigning for president.
Against El-Sayed, but I think Donald Trump is so unpopular, and Abdul El-Sayed is skilled enough, I think, as a politician to win that race. And I just think in this climate, I'm not overly worried about Michigan. I have some compliments about Abdul El-Sayed, and that it's not false flattery. I mean, I do mean it. And then I get so he does these little segments, and then I get literally hundreds of his idiot viewers that chirp in my replies like little parrots. These brainless little weasels. It's already happening literally in the last couple days. Bro, why are you always on the losing side, bro? Which is pretty amazing coming from these people.
It makes zero sense.
Their whole political movement is marked by just
pissing
abject failure.
Yeah.
They're just permanently out of any real power in this country.
They're alienating everyone.
Always lose, bro. But I'm not even rooting against Abdul. I support Abdul.
They're what makes people on the left so fucking annoying. I guarantee a good chunk of people who voted for Trump did it because they couldn't stand another seeing another fucking tweet from another self-indulgent, self-righteous, leftist fucking annoying piece of shit. People who are this extreme, they really turn people off to the good side sometimes.
I will donate to Abdul. I will encourage like my viewers to vote for.
I even had a friend who literally said that. I mean, he's a dumbass. But he was just like, dude, I'm fucking voting for Trump because I just can't stand these motherfuckers. And that guy's an idiot. I'm not saying that that's right, but I highly doubt he's the first person to have that kind of fickle logic, you know?
Abdul. If I lived in Michigan, I would vote for Abdul El Sayed over Rogers in a heartbeat. It would not be a difficult decision. I would skip and dance all the way to the ballot box. It wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't bitch and moan about it. It would just be such an obvious decision. And what does he do? He sees a clip from Jake Chinatown, who, again, I cannot stress enough, Jake Chinatown. If you have done any, if you're familiar with this guy's lore, he is just one of the most pathetic losers on the internet.
I am not familiar with this person.
And I say that as literally as I can possibly say something.
I worry about my own state. Like, I'll be honest, I don't follow a lot of the news. I pick who I like in my state and prep for that, and then I kind of ignore everything else.
On top of being very crazy. But, he pulls this clip up on his stream and he's like, he wants Abdul. And it's just like hundreds of his idiot viewers come in my mentions accusing me of shit that I never did, And then he has the balls to complain about being mischaracterized by Fox News or right-wing ads that are airing in Michigan right now. It's like, you made that bed, bro. You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yeah.
What happens when it's just like personal spite and resentment?
I mean, Fox News would talk shit about him no matter what. It's fucking Fox News, But yeah. And he's going to keep getting shit. Once he keeps getting figured out, then he's kind of a moron.
Are what drive your politics. It's crazy because this is Hasan derangement syndrome through and through.
Construct a straw man of a position that I never took. Attack that straw man.
He is the king of straw man arguments. I think the only argument Hasan has ever indulged is the straw man and ad hominem arguments. Like, this is why he doesn't debate, because he's cheap and unoriginal.
And then make it about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this guy.
And extremely egotistical. Like, this, also, like, how do you still have this touchy fucking ego after so many years of, fighting people in the internet? How do you still have such a fragile ego?
Is one of the most malignant narcissists on the entire internet. That's crazy. Like, literally construct a straw man, make an argument that I never made, that I don't support Abdul El Sayed, that I have given up on Blue no matter who, and I'm gonna oppose.
Yeah, all those arguments are just a spewing of self-indulgent bad faith nonsense. None of them are actually arguments.
Lefty
They're constant logical fallacies, just back to back, that stupid people fall for.
Bro, I live in Los Angeles County. Okay? Every election cycle, probably a third of the Democrats on my ballot that are in the general versus a Republican are to my left. I have never complained about it. I have never bitched and moaned about it. And I've also never hesitated to vote straight ticket Democrat. That's not something that I'm conflicted about. I have always, my entire life, on every ballot I've ever filled out, I have voted straight ticket Democrat. Every single election, every single candidate that I've supported, hundreds by now, I have voted.
Oh, well, I guess in this state, I was like, you're like 30 years old. How many times did he? But no, if he's really active in voting in his state,
straight ticket Democrat. I have never felt the urge to complain here I go, I gotta vote for this lefty again. It's just an obvious decision because I'm a grown-up who came of age during the Bush administration and just saw the worst oh
my god, is he also younger than me? No, he's older. Came of age, he means when he turned 18. I hope that's what it means. I'm older than
consequences of enabling Republicans to win elections. This guy, like, he's pushing 50, right? Hasan, he's pushing 50 at this.
No, stop it. Don't be petty. He was on fire until now. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Wait, what time is it? Ah, shit. Hold on, hold the phone, okay? I gotta feed my dog. It's overtime, and he's being way too sweet to me right now, so he's wanting something. All right, I'll be right back. 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 Hold on. Okay. If someone's still in the chat, can you just let me know that you hear me okay and everything's normal? I have desktop audio on. Okay. All right, let's do it.
This point, right? He still hasn't figured that out. He's still playing these games on CNN. Like, I don't know if I'm going to vote for the Democrat in 2028. And then they turn around and then they're like, oh, typical liberals.
Right?
Typical liberals.
It's always someone else's fault.
You know? They want to tank
when
all.
He literally said that Kamala Harris, he went through a phase where he was wearing the Trump hat. Like, come on. Do people have amnesia?
My preferred candidates, because they don't like me. Like, bro, you are such a narcissist.
Thank you, Monty. I love you.
I don't understand how your audience falls for this shit, bro.
You're a diehard.
I just don't get it. Someone explain that to me.
I
My
can't.
audience would not let me get away with the narcissistic bullshit that you pull, bro. You are lucky. I'd like that. Can you guys be
It might be because you don't look like him. I think him being hot has just got to have a huge and provocative. He is consistently provocative.
that for me? I just want you guys to just be so
I agree. You have to, like, I've actually said that before, that on some level, being a narcissist is so enviable. Because, I mean, what an easy world would it be where everything is everyone else's fault and that you're never wrong. I had a friend like that in grad school where every time someone disliked her, it was because they were jealous of her because she was too pretty. One, she's mid, but it just, like, she was never wrong. And if you had to confront her about anything, there would be a blow up. Like, I would be literally scared talking to her about saying anything critical or anything like that could be slightly interpreted as critical, because it would be a blow up. Like, I mean, I would say something like, "Hey, you really hurt my feelings the other day." And she's like, "Stop gaslighting me." And I'd be like, it's scary how twisted. I mean, it's the mental jumping jacks you have to do. Like, you got to envy it sometimes. Is that miserable? If you think the world is constantly out to get you, even though you're innocent and can't do anything wrong, I mean, being that much of a victim, it can't be that great either, because you're, constantly, woe is me. And even though, I mean, feeling sorry for yourself isn't always fun. You're still sad. Even though you don't think it's your fault, it's still sad. And if you interpret every kind of form of criticism as an attack on you, you must feel attacked all the time. So I don't know. It's a double-edged sword to be a narcissist, I think.
dyingly loyal to everything I say and just take everything I say at face value and never question?
Especially because, like, Hasan does get pushback, and he's only going to get more, right? And with how fragile his ego is, I mean, that must really get to him.
Things that
It's kind of similar to a current president. That's all I'm saying.
I say, and just for one day, I just want to know what that's like. Instead, I got you fuckos making fun of me.
It's bummer to be a sane person on the internet. That's what, like, all of my videos that I've made have gotten nothing but hate in the comments. Like, I'm not saying it's, like, been terrible. Like, I've gotten some subscribers, and I have, like, Monty, you're my bottom bitch, but, like, the majority has been hate. Like, there's been a lot of views, and I'll have videos where it's just, like, 2 likes, 1,000 views, and 60 fucking comments just tearing me apart. One week it was Nux Taku of right-wing lunatics tearing me apart and, like, calling me ugly, and one guy a worthless snatch, which was just kind of like that one. And then I did a video on Hasan, and then it's just all this very condescending, self-righteous, oh, you're just MAGA coded comments. It's just, like, again, like, 2 likes on the video, a lot of views, and just like dozens and dozens of comments telling me I'm an idiot. My videos that have mostly, I don't think the place I come from is out of left field. Like, I think a lot of my opinions are sane. Again, maybe I'm in a world where I'm just as delusional as they are, and there's a lot more wrong than I think there is. That's totally possible, but it's not. I'm right. I'm saying that ironically. I get the irony of that point, but, like, and Hutch is that on him. He actually has a large internet presence. I don't. And so it's like 10 times that, and it's got to make you feel like you're losing your mind. When the world is crazy and you're the only sane person, I mean, doesn't that kind of make you crazy? Like, I imagine, and he's coming from a very sane perspective, harm reduction, the most sane perspective you could possibly take, and he gets this kind of shit. Like, it's got to be hard to be level-headed in a space where being extreme is the only ideology you can stick to without being vilified for it.
For shitting my pants, which a lot of Americans do every year.
Shit their
Just saying.
pants.
But
I mean, yeah,
what I find
you don't have the healthiest diets.
very odd about it
That was a dumb joke. I'm sorry.
isn't that it's just like online weirdos now. Now you got like party
Really?
bosses, old bosses. I get D, but why does Hutch hate you? Because Hutch is basically the you know.
Are you gonna call him a Nazi? Are you gonna say right wing pipeline?
the Destiny dick rider?
Oh, okay. Again, he's just team sports. He's just team sports. Autumn Leaves 2 seconds ago just said the same thing about me, even though I don't even watch Destiny. I agree with this politics way more than Hasan. I could already say that for sure. But I don't actually very much watch Destiny. But that's, again, then they go to that. It's just team sports. It's just team sports.
This guy, man. This guy.
You can't possibly just have an opinion of your own. You just got to be following someone else. I was just accused of that a second ago in the chat.
Just makes up a position that I don't have, and then says, you know why he feels that way? It's because he hates me, but also because he sucks Destiny's cock.
That's exactly what the person said to me. It's just when I think this is the first time I've ever even mentioned Destiny on here.
God damn it! How do people fall for this, man?
I don't know.
That's why.
I'm commiserating very much on a small scale with Hutch because I'm a very, very tiny YouTuber and he's pretty well established. But I can't imagine how it must feel to be like 3 times the feedback that I get for what I think are like very level-headed takes.
Blue, no matter who. Every time it's ever come up in my experience, every time I've ever witnessed it come up in other spaces, it's always a shit show. And, you know, like, it's just, I can't stomach people like Kyle and Crystal weaponizing the concept of blue no matter who.
Wait. Weaponizing the concept of blue no matter who. So it's not, so you're doing.
Did I stutter? The incredulity in his voice. Did I stutter? That's what they're doing. Obviously. You don't do like blue no matter who. We're not a cult. They're not entitled to my vote. They got to earn my vote. I don't vote for war criminals. And blah, blah, blah. You don't do that for 15 years. And then, you know, Donald Trump is president for a year and all of a sudden you're lecturing liberals about blue no matter who. Do I need to explain why this is
playing
ridiculous?
Right now, sweetheart.
Any reasonable, normal person understands it's disingenuous bullshit. It's bait. And so I'm just not going to fall for it anymore, you know?
Doing that.
To benefit their preferred candidates when these people were never about that life.
Ow.
And he knows I'm right. Like, he hears.
You guys can't see it, but my dog is very clever and just put this directly in my lap. God damn it. You win. See how easily distracted I am? I gotta work on this. I took my Adderall today. It's just the energy drink that just, okay.
This, he hears me. Maybe he misunderstood what I'm saying. I don't know.
Oh, dropped it.
Maybe he actually believes that I'm giving up on blue no matter who, but like, he knows that what I'm saying right now is 100% true. So I don't know if he's gonna, I don't know how he's gonna like navigate that. I assume at some point he's gonna, you know, in the near future, he's gonna click off this video because you just can't deny the shit that I'm saying. It's just so self-evidently the case. This is what's happening. It's so disingenuous that I don't think it's productive to even like.
That's again, is you're trusting too much on people being rational. Has he beat his bollops? Did you say that before this even happened? Good fucking timing, Kirby. Yeah, no, he hasn't. No. Great fucking timing, dude.
Push it anymore.
Thank you for being my comedic assistant.
You know what I mean? That particular phrasing. I think it's about time we retire it and just be like, you know what? Let's just all stop pretending like this is something that's, you know.
But this was the logical extent of vote blue no matter who.
Okay.
What?
I think he is. Never mind. I thought maybe it was just like dishonesty because he's
But he
just
might
so
just be
relentlessly
stupid.
dishonest all the time.
But he might just be actually stupid.
He's genuinely like actually stupid. I think I clarified like decent.
Okay, yeah, Hutch just gained a fan. I like this guy. Honey!
Well in that clip, like what I'm saying.
So I guess he's still consistent on that.
We're talking about a guy.
Yeah, I mean, you wonder, is he being deliberately obtuse, or is he just a fucking obtuse man? Gotta be a little bit of both.
You think Hasan is worse than Jeffrey Epstein? That's what it shows you, Hutch. That's what it shows you.
Why do they keep talking about Jeffrey Epstein? I don't get it. Why do they keep why has that been like a point of comparison? Did they just pull that out of their ass? They just pulled like a shitty human being that they could think of out of their ass to make a dramatic comparison, and people are falling for it. Like how are people hinging on that comparison that he just made? Like it actually had some kind of basis. The Epstein shit. I am so confused.
Dude, you don't
Wait, reanimated Epstein versus Vance? How is it not reasonable to ask for reanimated Epstein's policy platform? I mean, I don't know. I have to think about that, Vance.
Especially he's dead. Yeah, I couldn't even pick someone who's alive. Are they that sloppy to try to make to mold their little logical fallacies? They pick a dead guy, and still the point gets across, and people fall for it.
Pretty bad, right? Like, Vance calls himself a post-liberal.
Okay, Kirby, you gotta be my rock here. I gotta say no to Neo because I'm already very bad at getting distracted here, and I gotta stop. Damn it. Okay, all right. I'm being baited by him. I'm being baited by Autumn Leaves. Honey, I'm all done. No more. Gotta stick with it. And when he puts it in my lap, I'm just gonna. I mean, what is it? What do I do if he puts it in my lap? How do I get rid of it without? Because if he puts it in my lap, to get rid of it, I still have to like throw it, and he knows that. That's how fucked up and smart my dog is. I mean, he's a border collie, right? So he knows that just putting it in my lap. What am I gonna do? If I don't want it in my lap, I gotta throw it. You know? Okay, he understood. He's starting to get me when I say I'm done. What's difficult with Neo is I was dumb and named him Neo, which sounds a lot like no. So I've had to adopt a lot of other words for telling him no. And with the BALL, I had to say, I'm done. And he seemed to get it. Look, he just went right over there. Whisper, good boy. See, if he thinks, if he hears good boy, he thinks, oh, so it means she's going to throw it. Because she's proud of me. And she's going to warn me.
Role, you know what I mean? Like, of course I would like.
Looks like he's entertaining himself.
Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't love those options, you know?
That's a fair question, isn't it? Isn't that relevant to the analysis?
Like, even his audience is like,
Relevant to the analysis? What analysis are you guys partaking in?
Hutch, Epstein, children, you moron. Like, that's what one of his chatters was.
I blame
I don't
Twitch. That's
understand.
probably one of you Twitch fuckos. Who said it?
What was the analysis? What are these guys? Who are these guys?
Which one?
Saying at that point, like,
I don't know anything about Jeffrey. Like, he doesn't understand that. I find it just doesn't compute with him.
I think I was mistaken that these guys are like anti-Hutch and they're bringing up the Epstein, like piggybacking off of what Hasan said, but it sounds like they're actually arguing with that sentiment. Now they're talking about, but I don't know what they meant by analysis. I am not good at picking up contexts right away.
Because, you know, obviously he doesn't share the perspective, but like, I find the prospect enabling a Republican administration or Republican control of either or both chambers of Congress so, we'll just say bad,
Bad faith.
that I would be willing to entertain like all kinds of crazy compromises to make sure that, you know, I don't contribute to
You sure the turd sandwich, baby. That's life.
helping a Republican win. I mean, I think that they are that bad. I think they are that bad. And I think I have
if they weren't, they are now.
very good reasons to feel this way. Again, I became politically
Or they
conscious.
already have been, but their true face has been revealed with the situations they've willingly put themselves in.
Right, like 9/11, and then boom. Like that was the start of my
Fair.
process of becoming like politically aware.
When you started to realize
And
how
so I have just watched the Republican Party in the 21st
just
century
money
descend into
That's all
just
Republicans
actual
are really
just like
concerned about.
madness and
I mean, Republicans who are politically involved. Ironically, it's the opposite. It's true. It's usually the majority of people who vote Republican are less educated and less wealthy. But that's the irony of the whole thing. It's just like they're rooting for the people who don't give a shit about them.
borderline fascist.
I had a client once who was just like, who was big Trump supporter. And he was talking to me about how his Social Security was being chopped. And I just like, it's really hard, like as a therapist, to like not call people out on certain things if it's not relevant to like their well-being. Like, and so I just want to say, it's like, it's the people you voted for that are taking away your Social Security. Like, there's a reason for that. He was a big Trump supporter. It's just like, it was so hard to bite my tongue.
Which is a word that I don't take lightly. Like when I say that word, I mean like the actual definition of the word.
Why are you standing there? How are
because of that, you know, if you give me like your choices blank or Republican, especially someone like Vance, I would be willing to entertain, you know, like Sam Harris one time said,
staying strong.
if Hunter
Not right
Biden
now,
ran for
baby.
president and we found
Not
out
right now.
that the
I'm done.
QAnon stuff was true and he was literally like sucking adrenochrome out of like the kids or whatever,
You're so precious.
he would vote
Stop
for
giving me that look.
Hunter
It's
Biden
very manipulative.
over a Republican or over Donald Trump. And I saw that clip from him and, you know, I was like, that's bold to bite that bullet. And I've also never identified so fiercely with a clip ever in my life because so much of being a liberal during the Trump era has been this feeling of like, hello, does anyone see what the, you know, like it's just this feeling of like the movie Don't Look Up, you know, there's a giant asteroid.
Yeah, people being intentionally obtuse. Yeah.
Coming at Earth. So much, and it's like with
and
that,
the rich guy just wants to fucking mine this meteor that's coming at Earth, and he just wants to mine it for money, and completely ignoring the fact that it's going to destroy Earth though. He's like, but it'll help with it's a cheaper resource for cell phones. It's like, but we're gonna die though. It's that same kind of blinding, obtuse kind of mindset
attitude I have with people like Hasan, because it's like, how do you not see?
Right.
How the do you not understand how big the stakes are right now? How is it possible that someone with a college education who is seemingly like an intelligent person or capable of intelligent thought?
Oh, he's also wealthy. I mean, our president went to Harvard, so I mean, come on. College education doesn't mean much anymore.
But how is it that he doesn't, at this point, he still doesn't get it? They just don't get it. They don't get it.
He might. That's the thing. I keep going back and forth with this on Hasan. It's like I can't, it's hard for me to believe he's that stupid with how influential he is. But then you have people like Tectone who have a following, and he actually is a moron. Like he just, like when he talks, it's just like, you could just like, you could see the drool just like coming out of his mouth, like whenever he stops to think for a second. Like he genuinely is stupid. But I think Hasan is less stupid than he is egotistical.
That's the charitable explanation. The more accurate or more likely to be true explanation
he's a moralist grifter.
suspect is true. He's just an accelerationist, you know, like he wanted Donald Trump to win because look,
I said the exact same thing because then he would lose his relevancy. He needs to keep bitching. He needs to be the smart one in the room. He needs to be the outlier, the other side of it that bitches and moans about the status quo, who's actively fighting for something. He did want Trump to win, absolutely.
No, they can get 4 DSA people elected to the Congress instead of 2. So it was worth it to help elect Donald Trump again. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. He's just like a not so subtle accelerationist.
I kind of, yeah.
The conversation he had with Mockler, and Mockler asked him, like, what, you know, do you think it would be easier or harder for you to accomplish your goals if a Republican wins? Without hesitation, Hasan goes, oh no, there's no question it's easier when a Republican wins. So he knows that groups like DSA and...
Yeah, he's not brilliant, but he's not stupid. He knows what he's doing for the most part. He's just not sharp enough to, like, hide it very well. Sharp enough to hide it from really stupid people, but he struggles a little bit articulating, but then he's smart enough to know he's not good at it, which is why he avoids debates. There's a difference between being intelligent and clever and sly, and I think that applies a lot to Hasan. He's aware of his shortcomings. Maybe. Again, it's like a narcissist. They actually think so little of themselves that it flips itself inside out, where they develop this egoist protection around them, but underneath, at their core, they know they're pieces of shit.
The pitch of like leftists and socialists is a lot easier when a Republican's in office hurting people and shit up. And he just doesn't care about them, you know?
And there is those little moments where Hasan has been honest about how he feels, and it's those little moments that I respect him the most. Like when he goes on his like rants and he just blows up about how much he hates everything. Those are the moments where I'm like, all right. But occasionally he does let it slip that he's full of shit. Like he was having some kind of interview on the news, and he said, he's like, I am a propagandist. Like, I'm not a politician. I am a propagandist. So he'll let it slip. And maybe he's doing it because I just built you a temple, Venus. He probably does that, those little sprinkles of verisimilitude and who he is, because he knows he's eventually going to get caught. Right? And when he does get caught, he could say for himself, like, well, I've always said this is what I do. I've never been dishonest about it. And so it's almost like he's making this like flimsy little cocoon these the few times that he's actually honest, because again, it's a method to fall back on.
He just doesn't. When the I've had it lady Jennifer asked him, like, brought up
that's why you're bitching at me, Venus. I'm sorry.
Topic of like queer people, marginalized people in red states that are having their rights stripped and literally being discriminated against. He didn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
He was like, no, that doesn't sway me.
Yeah,
that's emotional blackmail. He called that emotion. Libs do that thing where they say, you know what, if a Republican wins, you know, life's going to get pretty difficult for trans people in this state or in this country. If a Republican wins, he said, don't you?
Life's going to get difficult. This is what I've said too. Life's going to get difficult for anyone who's disenfranchised. And so people who are still not willing to concede, it's like, okay, you're straight up admitting you don't give a shit.
I think that's emotional blackmail. And that moron Jennifer.
And they're supposed to be morally superior.
Was like, you know what? Now that you mention it, he doesn't care.
Oh.
He doesn't give. Even gonna like touch that, by the way? Hang on. I'm just curious.
I'm crazy for being worried about
help China invade Taiwan. Like, I'm gonna swim over there, over the strait, dude. What the?
What could he possibly mean? Whoa, like I'm gonna like swim over there. No, you're not. Gonna defend them militarily. They will tell you, like Xi Jinping will call you and be like, we're gonna invade Taiwan tomorrow, and you're gonna be like, go nuts! We're not gonna do shit. In fact, it's based if you do that, because, you know, that's where the nationalists and, you know, like authoritarian fascists went, you know, in the Chinese Civil War, and, you know, that's your territory, it's yours, you know, like, he does this stupid bullshit. I don't know, how do people fall for this? What am I gonna?
It's so frustrating. I feel how frustrating he is, because it's mind-blowing. And it's like, ugh. I mean, you can't you can't rationally argue with someone who's irrational. You know, that's the frustrating. I mean, you can't indulge it. You can't indulge it because there's no winning. I said no.
Swim over there and help them.
Keeps trying to put it in my lap again, and now it's fallen under the chair, so in a way that he can't reach, and so he's kind of like,
Obviously, I mean, you would not have any commitment to defending Taiwan, as has been the American posture and official foreign policy for a long time now. Joe Biden literally said, I wouldn't rule out boots on the ground. You know, like, that's been our official foreign policy. And so, you know what I'm saying. And he would not deny that. Like, if you really pressed him on that and said, if you were president and China said, literally started to invade.
He's not going to deny it when it serves a purpose. Like, if it works out better for him, he's not going to deny being a piece of shit. Like, he concedes when it suits him best. It's all calculated around the ego. All of it is calculated around the ego.
Taiwan or signal that they were going to do that. Would you commit to defending them?
No.
He would never deny. Of course, he's going to say like, no,
Gotta be firm. Gotta be firm.
I'm for peace, bro. Not my problem. Is what he would do. Wouldn't you rather spend that money on schools? He would do that bullshit. Oh, you think I'm a warmonger?
Does this conversation really matter right now when there are people dying, Kim?
Wouldn't you rather spend that money on disabled veterans?
Just like a nonsense non sequitur. Like,
wouldn't you rather build schools, not bombs? He would do that shit, like. He knows I'm right. Obviously, he knows I'm right. So
moral high
this
ground
is Hasan
statements.
derangement syndrome through and through.
Our nation secrets.
If I hear that one more time, my brain is going to explode. It's not a coincidence that Hasan is getting the same moniker as Donald Trump. I'm just going to say that. Someone who is convinced that anyone who doesn't like them is massively deluded. That's narcissism. There is a reason that you've attached yourself with the exact same moniker as our narcissistically ill president. I'm just saying, there's a parallel.
If it's derangement syndrome, Hasan, if you ever watch this clip, okay? If it's derangement, listen, I'm open. It's possible. It's possible.
That's what I said. Like, what if I am crazy? What if the whole time I am, and what if I am wrong? Like, what if communism is the answer? I don't know. Ugh.
I have Hasan derangement syndrome. You could clear that up for me right now. If you were president,
because now I'm
Xi
getting in my
Jinping
head.
called you and said, we plan to invade Taiwan next week, what would you do? Just answer that question. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, it's possible. It's possible. Just clear.
But that in itself is the paradox, because he's never going to give you an honest answer. He's not going to give you an answer that isn't going to fulfill his own ego. So you're never, that is like the whole paradox of playing this game, is you cannot have a rational conversation from people who come from an irrational place that comes from bad faith. There's no point. You can't win. They're always going to win because they're just going to double down on whatever serves them. There's no speaking candidly, because there's no truth in any of this. There's no one here on his side is coming from a genuine place.
Shut up. Just answer that question. Don't bloviate for 5 minutes and give me a history lesson.
I hate that word. No matter how many times I hear bloviate, it sounds like a made-up word. I hate it.
That no one gives a shit about. Just answer the question. Just be direct. Give me one concise sentence. What would you do?
He can't.
And then,
there it
if you
is.
surprise
But he
me, maybe
can't.
you can say that
He literally can't.
I have Hasan derangement syndrome. Anyways, if we gave
everything is a distraction. Every response is going to be, a logical fallacy distraction of an ad hominem attack, or a red herring, or like a straw man, or whatever debate fucking words go into it. None of it's going to be genuine. You're never going to get a real answer from these people. Like me just banging my head against the wall as I'm sitting here arguing with one of my chatters. And it's like they don't hear what I'm saying. They just keep doubling down on the same fucking thing. It's like, do you not actually understand what I'm saying? Or are you stupid? Like, it's so frustrating.
power to Hasan Piker. I'm the crazy one who's like, I don't know, what's Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes. Someone said yes.
That's Twitch chat. Everybody knows it.
This guy's like, I would rather vote for Jeffrey Epstein over any Republican. Then doubles down and says that he would rather vote for Jeffrey Epstein over me, and now is saying vote blue no matter who. Like,
what?
It turns out you just want to vote for Jeff.
I'm not.
The way he just tried to summarize, it's just like missing the mark every fucking time with the most hyperbolic garbage conclusions. Like, oh my god, it's just there's no one out there more disingenuous, except for it was like he just.
Not saying that anymore. You don't listen. Don't
He
vote
doesn't.
blue. I don't care. I don't care. In fact, honestly, I think
Hasan makes
the
it about him.
2028
That's always
nominee-
how Hasan is always going to interpret this, is that everyone's talking about Hasan. If they argue with the policy, they're not talking about the policy. They're talking about how they don't like Hasan. And that's why Hasan always comes back on people, making it about himself, because he doesn't see what the argument's really about. It's always the argument is always centered just around him as a person. That is the only perspective he's capable of seeing.
will net votes by distancing themselves from you. It would net us votes if you said that you don't support them. That's how I feel at this point, because they are going to batter this man. If you guys thought that we have already seen like a lot of clips on Fox News of Hasan Piker.
Like Fox News, anyone who's saying isn't going to trust what Fox News said anyway, so that's not going to hurt. If anything, that's going to help Hasan. The more Fox News shits on Hasan, it's going to help him, because Fox News is an irreliable garbage source, right? But it's going to spread, dude. It's going to go into some reliable news that Hasan's full of shit.
Piker's greatest hits. You have no idea what's coming. They are going to spend tens of millions of dollars in Michigan. They are going to blast Hasan Piker's greatest hits. And while I hope Abdul El-Sayed wins that race,
I'm assuming Hasan has endorsed him.
Really important. If he doesn't win, that is going to absolutely destroy Hasan Piker's viability to get involved in politics again.
None of his candidates have really done well, right? I haven't been really following who he's endorsed. I'm assuming El-Sayed he's endorsed. Again, forgive me on my political ignorance when it comes to state candidates outside my own, but
if Hasan Piker contributes to the Democrats blowing a winnable race and then, God forbid, not winning control of the Senate, he is toast, and it totally undermines that entire movement. And he knows that.
But he already did that, though, and he only gained in relevancy. Again, you got to go back to the argument. It's like, what if he's doing this on purpose? What if he's losing on purpose? Because if the status quo improves, Hasan's place in the conversation isn't as loud, right? So if we go back to the argument that maybe he doesn't want things to go well, again, it just, people like this, they always win, and that's what makes it also so frustrating.
He understands the stakes of this moment. He already knows what I'm saying. But
maybe he doesn't want to win.
I guarantee you he's feeling stressed about that. And, to be fair to him, I respect that he put his ass on the line like this. I do. 99% of it is.
It's probably because he was told to by his agent. He's like, people want to start taking you seriously. You need to go into politics. And he's like, okay. I think he's just doing what he's told to stay relevant. He's following advice, but he's in over his head.
Self-aggrandizing, narcissistic nonsense. I'm sure deep down he probably gives himself credit for Abdul El-Sayed's win. Same with Mamdani.
Either
but
way,
I do
kind of
respect. He took a little bit of.
If his candidates make it, he's gonna account it to him being awesome. If his candidates don't make it, then people are still gonna go to him because then he has something to complain about.
A risk here, because he might be, you guys, and this is not entirely implausible. Hasan Piker might be, depending on how this plays out, single-handedly responsible for setting back his entire movement for, I don't know, a decade?
Mm-hmm. I actually believe that.
This up, if the Republicans actually successfully use his greatest hits on Twitch and swing enough votes to prevent Abdul al-Sayed from winning, and they flip a blue seat to red because of him, that's not going to be great for him. That's going to be really not great for him. And I just want to reiterate, I will bet you
Iterate.
$500.
Sorry.
I would feel comfortable betting $500 that Abdul al-Sayed will end up condemning either Hasan or something that Hasan said
He'll have to.
in the next 2 weeks. We'll say 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's gonna fumble. It's
It's
coming.
It's coming. It's going to be an interview on.
Are Hutch and I lovers? Like, I find myself not to be like I'm doing team sports. I realize that, but like, I've noticed that I kind of agree with everything he said, and it's like we're finishing each other's sentences, and I'm just like, are we a thing? Are we a thing? I don't know.
CNN or, you know, like,
Why didn't I start watching this guy a long time ago? I mean, I try to stay away from political conversation that comes from this place because most of these people are not good at politics. Like, if I'm gonna go to any like kind of pop cultural source for news, is gonna be like fucking the Jon Stewart show. Like, I'm gonna watch the Daily News. But I like Hutch.
he's going to get hammered
Never watched him
so
before.
badly
Yep.
with Hasan Piker clips and campaign ads.
Mm-hmm.
He will have to condemn Hasan. Mark my
Mhm.
words. Just like
And Hasan's going to be thrown in a debate at some point, and he's gonna vomit on himself. I'm just like picturing Hasan just like deer in the headlights, and someone's like, "What about that time you said this?" And Hasan's just like
Donnie, and
dripping nervous vomit all over his Mao suit.
he will condemn him. Gonna happen.
Jeffrey Epstein, I guess. Like, if I was the Democratic candidate, it seems he would actually, if I was a Democratic candidate and Jeffrey Epstein, hypothetically, was a
Why
law.
are we still on Jeffrey Epstein? Oh my god! But that okay. So I just thought about something. If he does get dropped, he's like Hasan is going to find a way to vilify whatever candidate that's dropped him, and still find a way to come out on top. Because I know that sounds hard to believe, but I mean, again, this is like the 8th time I've made a parallel to Trump. But like, look at Trump. He's the man is indestructible. He's bulletproof. Really look at all the nonsense that has happened with this, with Trump, and he has gotten away with all of it. And I think Hasan has a similar skill where he does what is the South Park called a dharma, like deny whatever. He is able to verbally dodge and throw back and gaslight all of his detractors. And it's not like he even does it well. It's just that people are dumb. That's the problem. But he's able to do it. He's the toxic dude is able to do it, just like Trump is able to do it, despite him being a moron. Like there's some kind of skill that these egotistical men have. It's this slyness that's not exactly intelligence, but it's just like this clever ability to defend yourself with manipulation that helps you get away with shit like this.
Famous pedophile Jeffrey Epstein was running as like an independent.
I don't
Hutch
understand why
would
we're still talking
literally
about
vote for Jeffrey Epstein. Well, at some point, we just got to realize, at some point, that just means you want to vote for Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, so he'll just keep saying a bad guy and just go bad guy, bad guy, bad guy, and then mention Hutch, and they're like, oh my god, Hutch is part of the bad guy group. It's like the cheapest magic trick, where it's just like, if you watch this hand, this is Epstein right here. Look at Epstein. Is he a bad guy? Epstein over here. And then and it's just like a sleight of hand to distract people. And somehow magically they start associating Hutch with Epstein. Like, there's going to be some kind of a snark Reddit where they're going to say like Hutch was on Epstein's plane or some shit. They're just going to bind to that association. And again, Hasan knows that because he knows how stupid the people who listen to him are. Epstein. Epstein, over here. No, look at Epstein. Look at that bad man Epstein. Look at him. Look at him.
That's it. That's your.
Don't listen to the actual words I'm saying.
Yes, that's what it means. Yes.
You're
Yes.
just pro Jeffrey.
Logically, that means, like, I literally think that Jeffrey Epstein would be my preferred. Obviously, that's what it means. How stupid is his audience, actually? I knew it was bad, but holy.
Oh my God. Okay. Michaela Fuller, Autumn Leaf sent me here. Apparently you support Ethan Klein. What the fuck is wrong with you, lady? Not only do I not understand why Autumn Leaves has become so addicted to my channel if they disagree with everything I say, but now Autumn Leaves is sending people here who also disagree with me. Why do you want to be here? Why do you want to be here? If you disagree with me and you think that there's something seriously wrong with my opinions and you're just not a fan of my content, don't be here. Okay? If you think it's entertaining otherwise, despite the fact that you disagree with me, then you're welcome. But I'm not engaging with this anymore, okay? I'm just not. This is weird. This is so fucking weird. This is so weird, okay? So this is the last time I answer you. And if you get weird and you don't get your shit together, I will block you, okay? I don't want to do that because I think blocking is stupid unless someone actually is, causing harm and chaos to a chat and just derails it. But just do your thing, okay? We are part of an Ethan Snark group where you go after his supporters. Well, that shows the sanity of your group. The fact that you could say that with a clear conscience speaks volumes. You're weird. And I'm just going to block you. I don't understand what your benefit is here anyway. It's so bizarre. People like you are so bizarre. I just don't understand.
Jeffrey Epstein, like pro voting for him. Maybe you're pro his
I am
platform, which I
ignoring you now.
suspect
And
is
if you
about
keep getting
lowering the
weird,
age of consent.
I
Like,
will
I don't
block
know
you.
what,
It's
what
that
else
fucking simple.
Jeffrey Epstein is like really known for. Is being an elite pedophile. So it's really
That's the point, though. That was my point. I have no idea what Jeffrey Epstein's politics were. Does anybody? He seems
I
to
don't
be,
know.
have
I
been
don't
in
know
bed
why the
with,
Epstein thing is coming up.
He did not seem to discriminate when it came to politics.
really funny that he's like, actually vote blue no matter who. It doesn't work anymore. Sorry, it doesn't work for me
Epstein's
anymore.
policy position when he glorifies the current Chinese Communist Party as like a model of government. I'm the crazy one, somebody who idolizes Vladimir Lenin, and I'm the crazy one because I don't want to live.
Because the gulag was just some excesses, right?
Under an authoritarian leftist regime. Well, when you think about it, every government is authoritarian, When you think about it, like traffic laws, or he's going to do one of those things.
Hutch is a single issue.
There were some excesses, sure, but ideology trumps all, It's like, no.
Voter. Hutch is a single issue voter. He's pro Jeffrey Epstein.
Buddy, listen.
Oh, that's so funny.
Listen, I understand. Listen, I get it. We should be sympathetic. He's feeling the heat right now. He's feeling the heat. He's taking it out on me. Hurt people, as Abdul El Sayed once said about a literal terrorist attack. Hurt people, okay? And he's hurting right now. He's got lefties up and down the timeline saying that Abdul El Sayed should pivot away from Hasan. It's not just Vosh. There are multiple far lefties on Twitter saying Abdul needs to get the away from.
Isn't Vosh the guy? There's some kind of. Isn't he weird? Isn't Vosh a weird porn guy? I'm surprised he still has a presence because wasn't it pretty egregious? Isn't he really gross?
Enough of them are smart enough to understand oh my God, he actually has a chance of they don't want to up, and so he's feeling marginalized in that way. He knows that Abdul El Sayed is already being inundated with campaign ads trying to tie him to Hasan, and Hasan's most extreme rhetoric. You got Bernie Sanders disavowing some of the stuff that he's saying. So he's feeling the heat right now, and I'm sure that's very stressful for him. And I'm in my Zen place of my life. I'm not going to take it personally. Because if I was in his shoes right now, I would be a mess. I'm just saying. I couldn't deal with that stress. All right. It would break me. I would just be like, you know what? I'm going to take like a month off. I'll see you guys later. That is what is happening right now.
Is he really taking a month off?
Is possible. There is a very non-zero chance that Hasan Piker, the Senate for Democrats, literally, those are the stakes right now. Like, what is his like political engagement going to look like moving forward? If that shit works, if they flood the airwaves with these like his crazy greatest hits on Twitch, and then Abdul loses by like 8 points or something like that. Do you know how many different people are going to be pissed at Hasan? It's not just going to be libs. Everyone except for Republicans. Everyone except for Republicans are going to be pissed at this guy. If he's the reason why, you know, Trump is able to confirm 200 more judges in the next term. So good luck, buddy. You know, I hope it.
Okay, wasn't there one more? La 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 la. Wait, no, nope, nope. Wait. Just a sec. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to like. Just a sec, guys. Sorry. Okay, hold on, guys. I'll be right back, okay? Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to figure out how to block that motherfucker. So, guys, I need help figuring out, like, if anyone's in the chat, how do you block someone in the chat? Because it was taking me for fucking ever. And then I go to this and it's just put user in timeout, hide user on this channel. Go to chat? No. Like, I'm very confused. Okay, I'll figure it out. I think this is it for the stream anyway. I literally just went in and came back because I was fucking panicking because I was just like, dude, if I don't figure this out now, it sounds like Autumn Leaves, who I might have to block too. Because it looks like Autumn Leaves is also nuts and for some reason keeps wanting to come back to just cause discord. I don't know, but I'm assuming that if I keep getting people from that channel, because yeah, what they said, Autumn Leaves sent them here. Like, God, I didn't realize how nuts people are. But I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this, or get some more moderators, or something, or just figure out how to block someone. I don't know how to fucking block people. I've never had to confront this situation before. But anyway, that's actually it. That's all the drama I was covering. So until next time. I hope it's still this entertaining.